Okay. Hello. Hello. I hope you had a good weekend. Mine was pretty chill. Alrighty. Time for some more Punching Gray Raven. Cool. Fun, fun, fun. As I said before, I'll probably mention this another few times just in case, but I'm just gonna do it like at a pattern with my games here that I've been playing on stream. I mean, so it's gonna be like 2 PGR streams and then 2 Divinity streams and then another 2 Punching Gray Raven and all that stuff. So it's gonna be in that order. Just feel like I really want to. I feel like I really want to like cement that like that sort of like a pattern or schedule. Oh, I gotta log. Go to website to authorize sign in. Okay, hang on. All right, there we go. We're signed in. Okay. I went through my dailies earlier, so... Oh, I don't think I did this, though. Oh, I forgot about those. Strawberry parfait. I forgot about that. Strawberry pancake. Do we not have parfaits? Hang on, strawberry. Let me do this first. Strawberry pancakes. Hang on. We'll do this. Get Watanabe to make it. This requires fruit, spices, grain, and milk. Fruit and grain we're low on. Let me just go through this real quick. Watanabe. Oh, yeah, there we go. Good Cerberus team over there. And Strike Hawk team there. Fruit. And then grain. Do fruit again. And then we'll do another grain. Get Lee to work on that. And then spices. I'll grab Alpha to do that. Bianca. Luna. Roland. Well, what else? Well, Chu wanted a... What did Chu want? Strawberry parfait. I don't even think I have that unlocked. I don't have that unlocked. I think I have to... Yeah, I gotta upgrade those. Right. She's gonna have to wait for a while for that then. I'm gonna have Liv do that there. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're good. There we go. Oh, and then this. Okay. Guild stuff. Oh, there's this. Okay, let me do this first then. Hmm. Then is Luna here?
戦場にこのコンチェルトのソリストをさせていただき、私が隊長。
Okay. Let's just go through this. I guess this can work as like a little warm up for me.
本当にやるの？あんまり期待しないで。ねえ、どんなハーモニーがお好きですか？私の目の前から静かにしろ。
Ow. Oh. I thought he dodged that. Okay.
私の目の前から静かにしろ。 私の目の前から泡のように消えろ。出ていけ。
Whoops, I didn't mean to press Z.
滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。 どんなハーモニーがお好きですか？
Ow.
私の目の前から
Oh, there we go.
消えろ。はあ、やっと終わった。でもまだ余裕かな。
Nice. Okay. Oh, there's still more in the guild stuff? What else is there? Oh, weekly contributions. Okay. Alrighty. Right. And last time I played this, I did get Lamia, but on hard pity, which makes me a bit sad, but it is what it is. And after the stream, I did end up buying both the skin for her and the weapon skin. I love it. It looks gorgeous. Alright. Oh, what's in the challenge? Oh, I forgot. No, I didn't pick this up. Okay. Grand Blue. So the plan for today is to finish going through all of Grand Blue here. We're 35% of the way. And then if there's enough time left, because I kind of like, because usually I like my streams to go around 3 to 4 hours on average. So if there's enough time, I'll go through hidden. Usually the hidden stories are like fairly short. But yeah, if there's enough time, or if my voice isn't as, destroyed by the end of it, we'll go through hidden as well. It's most likely just going to be Grand Blue for this stream. Alright. Searing. Hot day, hot blood. Oh, it got split off. I'll try and take it a bit easy with my voice here. So I'm not going to raise my I'm not gonna like raise my voice too much. I'm gonna speak a bit more softly. Let me just get a drink of water real quick. Yeah. Okay. Right when you are about to lose your patience, Kamu finally contacts you. I found the control room. The connection underground is very unstable. I just found a place where I have signal. Good. Uzabeni, transfer the visuals over. I'll run the analysis right away. Hey, tech guy, hurry up. This place ain't all flowers and daisies, even for me. Don't rush me. The more you rush, the slower it gets. True. That's basically what happened. There was a trip up due to unexpected company, but the situation is still under our control. Is that so? So where is our main dish? He is now wandering in the center of the auto building structure. It will take him quite a while to squirm out of that place. Long enough that the others can get our plans on the surface sorted out. Please do not worry, Miss Luna. You can't do anything in this hunting ground of ours. Of course, you need only will it, and I can arrange for the corrupted to dispose of him in advance to prevent future problems. He and the data he holds will pose no threat to you, my lady. No, act according to plan. I decide what to do with him, not you. Roland, do you find my decision disagreeable? No, I would never. Miss Luna, the deeper you hide your true purpose, the greater my curiosity grows. Scan complete. Looks like this panel is linked to the passages in various parts of the park. As for the other one, it's probably the park's power management switch. Still looking into it. You might want to get a move on. Pressing the wrong button shouldn't be that much trouble. I'll contact you when I make progress. Then the only thing that's left is... Uzabeni, I'll just press all the buttons and pull all the levers. Levers. The floor is yours after that. A theme park, huh? Just not a Vera place. But good enough as long as there's a battlefield for me to dance. Nothing else matters. 21. Ready. Awaiting orders. Noctis? Yeah, ready since time immemorial. You know them ravens and hawks seem to be in the same mission area. You sure that's okay? Who cares about them? We have our own mission. Yeah, but you and that commandant. Was it Phase? Uzabeni? Ain't ya drummed up about them? Say one more word. I'll cut your head off, bring it back to Babylonia, and sew it on a service robot. Fine. Guess we just do our job as usual. Oh. Interesting. Well, just like in the Kowloon Metropolis one, we'll go in the order of the numbers here. So, go with 9 next. It's gonna work. When you are not sure what a button or switch does, you have to rely on your intuition. Alright, pick a path you'd like. ... What is it? I'll find my own way to the surface. Alright. You hear the rumbling of mechanical movement coming from all over the theme park. The pressed buttons and pulled levers must have activated something in the park. Let's go then. Yeah. I'm still a little worried, but there's no getting off this ride now. The old valves and rotating mechanisms hum as you head deeper into the theme park. It seems like a number of doorways and barricades have now been opened. Finally awakened from their age-long slumber, the ancient mechanisms cough up dust in sheets and clouds. Fortunately, Liv clamps a gas mask over your face in time, though it did hurt the bridge of your nose a little. Now scanning. Air consumption test, air composition, not consumption. Air composition test complete. Liv, you can take the mask off of Commandant. Unlike the underground, the viral density here is still in the safe range. That said, this place is really big. No matter what I had imagined before, this has certainly exceeded my expectations. Indeed, I've never seen anything like this. Well, Babylonia isn't completely devoid of these entertainment facilities though, yeah? The scale of this is on another level. You're not surprised, Sophia? I read the brochure Jamila found on the right here. I have all the maps and structures memorized. Impressive. Did you not read it, Commandant? You must have, right, Commandant? Well, Babylonia was made to recreate life on Earth with people away from it. But it was not possible to accommodate a theme park of this size. There's just no space to waste on a large-scale facility just for entertainment. So that was why everyone was surprised. Yep. Scanning complete. The traces in the area are quite complicated. Including Roland's, there are at least 6 traces with different traits here. Uh-oh. Let's decide on search areas then. I will visit the indoors amusement area once more with Isla. It felt a bit off when we passed by earlier. Then Strankhawk and Karenina will head toward the Ferris wheel. Our weapons work best in more spacious areas. Then Grey Raven will scout the aquariums. We shall converge later to share our findings. Copy that. Then, let's move out. Let's go. I really like the artwork for Lucia Plume. It looks really good. Well, looks like my work here is done. Alright then. Just as Kamu turns to leave, he feels a chill run down his spine. Immediately, he unsheathes his great sword to block his back. A rain of bullets bounce off his sword, creating a symphony of clangs. The bullets ricochet off the sword and hit nearby terminals, causing sparks to fly. Hee hee, hee hee hee. I didn't think you would be able to block my hetero shots. You've got some fast reflexes. Tch, that gloomy fish lady back in Kowloon. What's the matter? Not our first meeting, right? But then again, even your speech pattern is different. Looks like there was some truth in what Roland said after all. What did that prick say? Why do you care what he said? You should be caring about what I'm saying. Huh, whatever. I don't care about either of you. Even when it's about Kamui? Have you never wondered why Kamui's main consciousness was sealed away all of a sudden? That's not something we did. We only gave you your ticket to connect to Asnet. And even if you try to separate Kamui now to buy some time for him, your main personality Kamui is going to be gone in 140 hours anyway. I can smell it. Your frame is unstable. If we put some pressure on it, it'll... Hey, stop that. Kamu is already swinging his greatsword at Lamia before she could finish her sentence. But it is blocked by a wall formed by heteromers. It's true that this frame is unstable, and I do need a new frame. I guess yours will do, since we're both ascendants. In case you haven't noticed, mine is a female frame. You sure you're okay with that? If it can make you shut up, then I'll take it. Just as Miss Luna said, you really are an interesting fellow. What do you say? Would you like to join us? If you do, we'll provide you with a new frame immediately. One that's absolutely stable, of course. Not that I think you have any other choice on that matter. In your dreams. It's not like all ascendants are your mates, like that Chu girl who runs Kowloon. I'd rather be in control of my own life. Interesting, but naive. Oh, so naive. Kamu lifts his greatsword and deals a heavy blow to crack the heteromer wall. Without losing momentum, he pulls back his left knuckle, thrashing toward Lamia. To let someone else dictate how my life goes? Not in a million years. After flipping through the air, Kamu raises his sword once again to swing at Lamia. But the blade only hits air. A pity. I was starting to find you interesting, but turns out you're just as boring as the others. Goodbye. See you. Never, maybe. Meanwhile, Sophia and Isla reporting back. We found someone. Who'd you find? Oh, that's right, it's me, me. What are you doing here? That's what I want to ask you. What are you guys doing here at Nanami's secret base? This was my secret base and no one else's. And now boom, it's filled with people. Secret base. That's why Nanami ran off to hide. Just when I finally broke the game and got to farming infinite lives too. Did you see someone weird? Let Nanami think. Well, I didn't see any people, but I suggest that you speak now. Ah, so cold. It tickles. Sophia, stop shoving a gun to my waist. Tell us what you know and we'll get Sophia to stop. Achoo. Alright, I'll talk. When Nanami was farming points in Iron Formation BX Invincible Remastered Annual A plus Alpha plus featuring DK Hyper, there was this rumbling going grrr from under the floor. That's one hell of a game name. I like it. But I was almost at 9 billion. Wait, no, that's not 9 billion. 9,999,999 points. So I didn't really pay attention to. Hey, stop it. How did you even remember such a long and tasteless game title? Oh, but after that, some weird noises shot over from the roller coaster platform. But Nanami ain't no roller coaster observer, so I ignored it. Obsessor, I mean. Around when did that happen? What are you looking at me? What are you looking at me like that for? Iron Formation BX on max heat takes about 12 something seconds to fill the combo gauge. That's how Nanami calculated the time. And when is that? Sigh. Who has time to keep the time? If we really need to be specific, then it's from 9,993,366 points to 9,997,428 points, which is 5 minutes 14 seconds. And you say you didn't remember. What are you looking at me like that for? Inbox for me. Did you just say that earlier? You're really serious about this game? Is it just me or did the number of people here increase? No, you're right. We encountered another task force at the aquarium. Was it Cerberus? Yeah, it was Vera and her team. I didn't expect them to be here. Me neither. We still don't know what their objective is. Maybe they're here on vacation too. I'll ask around. Cerberus? I'm not sure as well. I'll go see if Nicola knows something. I understand your situation. For now, pursue Show Me. It is highly likely that he knows what we want to know. But we didn't have time to prepare for this mission, so you'll have to make do with the resources you have on hand. As per usual, I see. Anyway, just do what you can before reinforcements arrive. Since we can confirm that there are several ascendants in the area, it may be more dangerous than you think. Be careful. Let me summarize. Grey Raven encountered Cerberus in the water cloister area, while Sophia and Isla picked up Nanami in the indoors amusement area. Oh hey, Gaming Watch. You Hath Horizon. What's up? After sorting out the current situation, everyone realizes that what they've done has successfully made the situation even more complicated. If Cerberus is here, then that means Commander Nicola is plotting something here. But the data shows that this area has always been a safe zone. Better not to trust the public data. Public data may have been edited in order to protect top secret data of the task force. That doesn't only apply to locational data, but also construct data. They are sometimes edited to prevent tracking. No matter what's hidden here, we can't deny the fact that Cerberus is here. Also, multiple unknown traces point toward the indoors amusement area. The traces seem to lead to another exit underground, but the area beneath the ground is a dead zone. Guess we'll have to call Kamu. The team tries to contact Kamu again, but to no avail. His GPS signal is gone as well. It is possible he has entered an unknown blind zone. Let's go. Kamu will find us. Of course. Understood. I'll keep trying to establish a connection with him in the meantime. What was that? It's coming from where Cerberus was headed. No, there were explosions at 6 different spots underground at the same time. Vera. Uh-oh. Then we'll go for 10. System warnings. Oh, we're playing as Kamu. What has happened to go from a dark cityscape to a bright and vibrant park? Apparently, after the whole ordeal with Kowloon, we returned back to the space station Babylonia, And then President Hassan was just like, you guys deserve a vacation. We know, and then Commander Nicola came up and was like, I know a spot for you guys to go to. And this is that spot, this little amusement park. But when they arrived here, they found there are a few things going on that caught their attention. For example, there are ascendants in this area for them. And Kamui, the blonde dude with the big sword, some went haywire with him because of Roland. So we're trying to fix that issue. This was supposed to be a vacation. Can never escape work, huh? Pretty much. Even when it's supposed to be a vacation. The Ferris wheel, it's on. Just when everyone is about to investigate the aftermath of the explosions just now, the Ferris wheel suddenly lights up. What's going on? Could this be the doing of the Ascendants? The Ascendants aren't exactly the kind to help us through, though, are they? Then could it be? It's Vera, right? It is a mystery as to why Vera activated the Ferris wheel, but with it now being active, you and the others can now reach another area in the theme park. I wonder what's going on underground. Gamu would be fine. That bloke? He'll manage. I don't have a reason for this, but dude looks pretty tough. You mean that Camus you've all been talking about? Yeah, he seems like fun. Fun? Damn it all to hell. Guess I'll just have to find a way up and out of this place. There you go. No rest for the wicked. There we go. Oh, this way? Ow. Okay. This way? There we go. What's this? No idea what this thing's for, but I sure hope it stops this freaking alarm. Activating power supplies to facilities in sequence. Guess I'll just have to keep moving on. Meanwhile, on the other end of the explosions. Well, time to look for a way out now. Warning, warning. Structural damage to multiple supporting columns within the park. All personnel are kindly obliged to stay under secure cover, or they might be ineligible for insurance coverage due to injuries or deaths stemming from failure to follow safety procedures. Swear word. As of following the chain of explosions from before, even more explosions reverberate throughout this entire park. The entire park, accompanied by sounds of structural collapse. What's going on? The explosions from those hyenas are causing the whole place to break down. What's the situation? Direct access is blocked. The only way left is the hidden passage in the Ferris wheel area. But Kamu still. We can only wait. Yeah. Not the insurance coverage. Gosh darn it. Ant venom. The pain boiling in the heart. Alright, whose perspective is this one? Pain. 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 For Vera, pain is what makes life, life. Oh, okay, it's focusing on Cerberus. But there is no pain to be found here. To the uninitiated, the quietude of this place might even hint at inner peace. Which, to Vera, is purgatory, is limbo. In purgatory, the past revives, echoes, replays. And so Vera lives through the pain and joy of battle. This is why Vera seeks the battlefield. Dancing on the tightrope between life and death, capering in the euphoria of Zeraphym shots flowing in her vital fluids. In other words, she's a freak. Here, Vera finds her peace, but in a good way. A freak in a good way. Here, Vera lives until her demise. As such, the imminent quietude drives Vera distraught. Lots of fancy words. Yeah, I like how they use a lot of descriptive words for their for the dialogue here. It's a lot. It's a lot. To the point where it even reminds her of the conversation with Commander Nicola before she landed in this place. Cerberus reporting. Come in. Vera waltzed into Nicola's office and slapped a copy of the mission directive on Nicola's desk. The scattered stack of papers and holotapes caused Nicola's old-world mementos to flop off the table and tumble onto the floor. Care for a kind explanation, Commander Nicola? Cerberus, known for assault and decap strikes on some silly recon mission in this water park thing. I have no obligations to explain why I assigned you this mission. No, you do. If you don't tell me what you're looking for, I can't guarantee that you'll get what you want. And please, don't forget, I'm only obeying your commands because of your little promise of giving me pain and suffering enough to drown it all out. So I need an explanation. You'll thank me for going on this mission. That's not an explanation. There is something you'd want in this mission, which is why I assigned it to you. And of all the hounds I can deploy, only you are capable of perfectly accomplishing my orders. You're trying something? Track down a person called Shomi. I'll tell you when it's time to act. That's still hardly an explanation. You can expect an explanation all you want, but I am not obligated to answer. All I can say is that if you're looking for battle, you'll find it there. Very well, then I guess I'll have a gander at what you've packed in your mystery box. With that, Vera turned and left. Hey, yes. I've always wondered why both anime and games use names and stuff from Greek mythos. I think, yeah, me too. I don't know. It has some sort of significance to it, I think. In this case, for Vera's team, her team is called Cerberus. It's because there's 3 of them. It's her, Noctis, the one that's talking right now, and number 21. Those 3 make up Cerberus. And the 3 of them are kind of a wild trio. So I figured that with the name Cerberus, it's probably that. That's probably the reason why, because it's the 3 of them being wild and wacky. Hey, as we finished getting the boom booms in place. Give a call and we'll blow this place to pieces. Noctis, you suck at shutting up. Case in point. You know that meme? You know, have you ever seen that one image or meme where it's like the 3-headed dragon? And like 2 of the dragons look really badass, but they're like eyeing the one on the far, like on their far left, and that one's like goofy as shit. These 3 remind me of that. I'm just doing my job here. Just shut up if you don't want to become a slab of wetware. If anything from that image, it's Vera who's the serious head. while the other two are kind of just like goofy and wacky. Noctis, how are the little birdies doing? That stinky Roland messed their pace up a little. Then Kamui fell, but now they seem to have found themselves some new helpers. Anyway, now they've split up. One new guy went underground and the others went inside the park. Underground? You mean that? Yep. Deader than dead kind of dead zone. My eyeballs still be working fine. He just strutted in there, man. Sounds like your average friend group. Yeah, that's why I love their dynamic. Especially with Noctis and number 21 usually just bickering with each other. It's kind of funny. So, what do you say? Should I go give him a sniff? Guy does feel a little familiar. No, that won't be necessary. He'll regroup with the others sooner or later. Let's begin. They're all crazy in their own way. After Vera left, Nicholas silently gathered up the things Vera slapped onto the floor, placing them back onto the table. Then he linked to Babylonia's internal channel. She agreed. No, this is also part of the plan. I don't care about what you think. This is part of the plan. I remember what we did very clearly. You can skip the part of saying we made the right choices. This is all to retake Earth. Is he planning to level the entire place? In the hopes of getting rid of all the ascendants and shit or something? Scientific solutions. We get to play as the lady herself. My first SSS character. Anywho, I'll be pinning the target's possible locations on the radar. You just follow it. Nice. Oh shit. Radar's reading should be fine, I think. Well, just follow it. Point me in the wrong direction and you'll pay when the mission's over. Yeah, I gotcha. Just follow the radar. Well, music is bopping though. Imagine having an entire amusement park to yourselves. That's one hell of a vacation. Should there be a thing for me to take? Oh, I have to go on the Ferris wheel. I think I prefer the bright scenery here than the grayscale city. Well, it is supposed to be, this game is supposed to be taking place in a more post-apocalyptic thing. But kind of like post-apocalyptic in a sense where like there's progress in retaking the Earth. There's progress in restoration. So things on Earth looking all grayscaled and stuff is kind of par for the course in that sort of setting. And as someone who's played games like Dark Souls and Nier Automata, I actually very much do like grayscale, dark color toned environments quite a bit. It has that sort of aesthetic to it. Another example of such a setting or environment would be a game that I really love called Ender Lilies. Like a lot of the areas in Ender Lilies are just gray, white, and black, and I love it. Some colors are really nice and bright, like purples and reds. But a lot of it in Ender Lilies is kind of gray. But it really cements that whole post-apocalyptic feeling, that whole vibe of like hopelessness and whatnot. And I enjoy games like that because it invokes those sorts of like feelings when you're playing through those games. It helps you feel a bit more immersed in that game's world. True, but I just like seeing the vibrancy you can only find in fantasy. True, that's true. Vibrancy isn't bad either. I'm both. I like both. I like seeing pretty vibrant colors of environments and stuff in all sorts of games, but I also do appreciate and enjoy the more darker gray scaled stuff. Explosions. All members be on alert. Be on the alert. Scan for the source. I've located where the detonation signal came from. We can make it in time if we surround them now. Let's do this. It just really depends on the game and what the game's like story is about, you know? Because PGR is supposed to be, you know, obviously like post-apocalyptic and whatnot. The only reason why we're seeing this vibrant, colorful area of a water park is because this is supposed to be like their little like summer event thing that they had. With the residue heat from the faraway explosion still palpable in the air, Vera stands in front of the entrance to the aquarium corridor. Be cool being this upfront about it? Them gray ravens might take this the wrong way, yeah? You make it sound like a bad thing. You make it sound like a bad thing. I'll get more toys this way, right? Successfully block 2 possible routes. Target should be contained for 30 minutes. That's more than enough. Let's begin. Oh wait, situation update. Birds are flying faster than we thought they could. The footsteps of you and your companions announce your arrival. You and the others surround Vera from 2 ends. You. Why are you here? What does that have to do with you? If you're here, then that means Commander Nicola is. Yeah? What's it got to do with you then, Corona deserter? Don't get me wrong, there are times when I envy you. At least your little bird cage seems to be giving you some inner peace. Hey, Vera. I knew it, you caught their attention on purpose. Stop being a muckhead and get me out of this. A grenade explodes by Lee's feet, sending up light and smoke. I am reminding you all on the public channel next time, yeah? And it won't be these smokers next time round. After you finally get rid of the smoke, Vera is already nowhere to be found. The nearby corrupted seem to be drawn by the explosion and light and slowly surround you. The same as before. Just makes a mess and never cleans up. 20 minutes later. Oi, you're feeling kind of different, girl. Is it just me, or are you being extra annoying today? Lee deserted? No, I don't think Lee was deserted there. I think we were there too. We just didn't say much. Lee just did the talking. I mean, you ain't thinking they might be a chance for you to change or something? 21, wring his neck. On second thoughts, don't wring it off entirely. Guy's still useful. Hey, was just kidding, man. Hey, you devil, don't come closer. Alright, enough of this nonsense. Blow up all the scheduled sites and move over to the next target location. I thought they were allies. They have their own sort of agenda, you know? In this game, there's like multiple, well, not like different agenda, but in this game there's different like factions and stuff. They are working on the side of humanity, but that doesn't mean they are entirely on the exact same side as Grey Raven as a faction. They're just following orders from... they're just following orders from Commander Nicola. It's kind of like... how do I don't know. I'm trying to think of it like a good example. I can't think of a good example. But they're just different factions. So they have their orders. Like Grey Raven have their job. Cerberus here has their job to do. So they're not necessarily working against each other. All right, blast sites 2 to 16. A full course of dynamite. Coming right up. Same destination, different routes. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Same destination, but different routes. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good way to explain it. And then 13. Now we're 60% through. Dead end. Cannot be caught by that guy. Not now. Venus Splash Park Underground Construction Area. Warning. Structural damage to multiple supporting columns within the park. Damage report pending. Unauthorized personnel are advised to stay in place and wait for the help of security personnel. Blah, 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 blah. Can this stupid broadcast just shut up already? Blah, 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 blah. No, there's been explosions. Camus mutters while splitting apart a beam with his greatsword. He then climbs on the beam and repeats this process to climb upward. Frickin' hell. Can't even tell where's where now. Guess I'll just head up. A while later. Did Camus get into contact? Liv shakes her head wordlessly at you. He's still in a signal blind spot, huh? Okay, this is like before the explosions. Or no, not before the explosions. This is like before they went to the Ferris wheel to chase after Vera. Guess we can only wait. Not that there's much else we can do. After what feels like an eternity, Camus finally reaches the top level of the pump room. A pump room, but the site Camus sees is decidedly inhuman in design. Strange growths meld and link with others in incomprehensible ways. Only the squirming red electric currents, faintly visible on the abnormal Euclidean dimensions, hint at its history as a pump room. What could the pumps be transporting? The answer might be better left unanswered. Camus knows better than to delve into it. He is merely trying to find a miracle hatch that could lead him to the surface. Oh, there's a hatch. In the overhanging structure ahead lies a hatch. With a hatch above ground, a corresponding one below should also exist. That must be the logic that the auto-building system operates on. The only issue is that the hatch is covered in an excess of ashen lock marks, and even the hinges are infested with strange viral growths. The hatch remains shut. Camus slams his greatsword in a fury, attempting to destroy the hatch, but it budges not even a little. Evidently, not something easily broken at his normal output. But if Camus tries to increase his power output, his lack of a mind link with the Commandant will likely... But the surface is close. Perhaps? Camus decides to try his luck and activates his communications link. Countdown. Here. You hear? Can you hear me? Exclamation mark. Guess it was worth trying to get near the surface. I'm now in. I don't even know where I am. I think I have a hatch to the surface here before me, but it ain't budging from my end. I have an idea. I just pulled the building standard reference of Venus Splash Park from the Ferris wheel terminal. I've roughly figured out the design system that this whole place runs on. According to the reference, the hatches in this area are all installed on the ground end of the rotating mechanism. They have pyrotechnic fasteners for emergency activation. A lot of hatches. The hatch ahead is a hatch that seems to be shut. The hatch might lead to the surface which lies above the hatch. It's a lot of hatches. So, what do we do? This kind of run-of-the-mill control system should be a cakewalk for you to check or crack, yeah? As long as there's signal. Alright then. Access the network through the signature code I just sent you and hack into the control system. Done. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Nice job, Lee. Okay, now we'll just have to input a manual overload command here. You hear alarm bells ring in the park, followed by a dull explosion. The hatch should be blown open. What's left is to hope that we blew open the right one. Oh, I did. Nice. He's back on the surface. I made it out. I guessed. Please follow me, dear guest. If you say so. Oh. They're bullying Kathy. Ah, baddie. If they use an EMP. I don't think it would affect them that much. These guys are highly advanced. They got highly advanced technology. So I don't think an EMP... I personally wouldn't think an EMP would do much to them. Of course, to like the roller coaster here and whatnot, probably. But to these guys, these constructs, I don't think so. The coordinates they sent back suggest they're headed for the Ferris wheel. Using that thing over there will be the quickest. Besides, if an EMP were to really mess them up, you would think it would have been used a long while ago. Oh, we can just freely explore over here. Oh, hi. Who knows, maybe they just never developed EMP tech as well? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't think it's been mentioned before in this game, as far as I can remember. Oh, that's not our stop. Cool little roller coaster. Honestly forgot they were called constructs and we're thinking they were called automatons. Yeah, these guys are called constructs. Signs of fighting everywhere. Gotta hurry and meet up with them. You and the others are waiting anxiously when a familiar dark figure finally appears in front of you. You guys sure are flashy. We didn't blow the place up. I also met that gloomy fish lady underground. Whatever it'll take, Let's just end this ASAP. Yeah. Astronaut signals detected, several of them. What are the coordinates? They're coming from the other side of the hidden passage in the main plaza. Commandant, looks like we have no time to lose. Yeah, let's go. I just wanted to go on vacation. Bloody confession, you're dying here today. Hello there, friend. Ah, forget it, friend. What nonsense it is. But now you should have already realized that this is just a madman's ravings with an imaginary friend. Have you ever wondered what it would be like on the day you die? I might die at any time. I'm close enough to that place, so there's no need for me to hide anymore. They better be paying the Commandant overtime for this. I hope so. Man, came down here for vacation only to work again. Strangely, I don't have any resentment about it. When those people were after me, I ran like a rat prodded by some hot metal rod. When Roland burned the research facility to the ground, I was cowering like a child. When I learned that it was the Godfather who betrayed me, though, I instead felt nothing. Maybe it's true what their leader, that little girl, said, that humans are weak, vile, unworthy of trust. That must be the case. I finally feel like things are about to come to an end. But I must apologize, my friend. This story of mine, it's not some thrilling tale. Only now do I realize that I am nothing but a coward. A coward that, even to kill a man, I need someone to place the knife in my hand. Hello, friend. I guess this is goodbye. I've never made proper farewells before, so allow me, my imaginary friend. Allow me a proper farewell. Meanwhile, in the main plaza on the other side of the hidden passage. So, how was your last supper? I must have forgotten. You're no longer human. You don't require food. Have you bid your farewells to family and friends? I jest. You have no family or friends. He who has nothing? Did you at least have a good last night's sleep? Luna shakes her head in face of Shomi's silence. Pitiful child. Even the last day of your life is in such misery. You're not after what I know, are you? You went to all this trouble looking for me, not because you're trying to know something. You knew from the beginning. You only wanted my death. Yes, I don't care at all. Not a sliver. Seems pretty mean to mention all that. It is pretty mean. It's pretty fucked up. Why? Why indeed? Perhaps it's because of your impudence. That merciful agent protected you by making you an ascendant, but instead you squandered your hard-earned rebirth, marching into territories not yours to tread. I hope your death will make others agents realize that humans are not worth saving. Miss, the info backup he scattered in various parts of the theme park have been found and destroyed. The execution can begin at any time. Just that? That's what you people want? To take the Ascension Network all for your own? How dare you, mere mortal, guessing at the will of Miss Luna. Thank you, Gabriel. Looking at the time, our guests should be arriving soon. Indeed, they are close. So any last words? Just what are you waiting for? What am I waiting for indeed? Don't worry, it's not what you are waiting for, that's for certain. Lamia? An X-shaped shadow squirms quickly near Luna. Space distorts and a figure materializes out of thin air. Miss Luna, I'm here. Did you do everything I told you to? Yes, every. Good girl. In appreciation, or perhaps out of mere amusement, Luna stretches out a hand and gently pats Lamia's face. Have ever spilt blood? I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, they dislike humans, so I would not doubt it if they've ever killed a human by their own hands. Miss Luna, good work. You did well. Step back and wait for everything to end. You step into the plaza, only to see the remains of a certain construct scattered all over the plaza. Ooh. A massive figure, with his back facing you, is admiring a huge bionic statue in front. As if sensing your arrival, the figure turns toward you. I've been waiting for you. Shortly before the Grey Raven arrived. It is time. As you wish. Our guests from Babylonia seem to be late. Is this part of your plan too, miss? Yes. This is our own problem. We'll deal with it ourselves. With that, the massive cartoonish statue behind them suddenly begins to transform. Big fight time? Seems like it. Spear. You ran here last for this statue. No. This is a mere hollow projection. You are here for the real Shakespeare underneath it. Sharkspear. Sharkspear, the defense robot made in the image of an animation from your childhood. How did you know? Did you not say so yourself? I know what you know. I know what I want when you want. No? I hope this makes you feel better on your way to hell. A shadow flies out of the hollow projection and slowly prances to show me. No, sphere. Sphere. The shadow crunches on Shomi's torso, as if trying to break him into two. Almost instantly, the shadow pulls Shomi back into the hollow projection and returns. A rumble of mechanical screeches ring out from within, crunching, fracturing, masticating at something. I've never heard of that word before. Masticating. That answers my question. No screams, no cries, only chewing. Fluids and gears fall near the statue's feet. Imagine that was a real human being. Grim. MAD, mad. I've been waiting for you. I apologize for hindering you from achieving your purpose. Miss Luna wishes for this, so please understand. We are not the same as we were in Kowloon. You might not be able to stop us this time. Is that so? Regrettably, I am not the same as well. Laguz. Like Roland, Gabriel's words echo and distort in everyone's communication channel. Only, Gabriel's words are more potent than Roland's, and the whispers, accompanied by howls, echo in everyone's mind. Unable to bear the noise of info flooding out of the channel, everyone can do nothing but stabilize themselves. Gabriel moves. Kamu recovers due to his previous experience and reacts to Gabriel, but it was already too late. Gabriel captures you. What folly. Humankind is forever bringing about its own destruction. Even if you eradicate the punishing virus in the foreseeable future, these constructs, your shield bearers, will still be discarded like pairs of worn-out shoes. This is Miss Luna's will, so please understand. Just imagine SpongeBob or Blue from Blue's Clues comes out with razor sharp teeth and E2. Terrifying. Bro, yeah. That's the craze nowadays, man, with horror games. The mascot horror, as they call it. You know, like Five Nights at Freddy's and the Poppy Playtime and all that stuff. Mascot horror. Things that are cute turned into carnivorous beasts. Flesh-ripping, human-eating beasts. That's what it is. It is terrifying. I won't deny that. Humans are the epitome of absurdity. You do not even realize what the punishing virus really is. You begin to suffocate. Everything begins turning black and white. Of course, I bear no innate hatred for humans themselves. You are pitiful beings to be eliminated by the punishing virus sooner or later. When the dust settles, only those under the protection of the Ascension Network will survive. Darkness begins to eat away your field of vision, and even Gabriel's words, spoken right before you, begin to sound distant. This is your end. Question mark? You look pretty miserable. Question mark? Do it like we planned. 4 grenades explode above Gabriel's head. Pathetic. Wasn't targeting you, dumbass. A flash cuts past you, bringing light into your world. So the punishing virus is a real virus, and the network is just a firewall? Seems like it, yeah. The punishing virus is like, Punishing Grey Raven has these like anime shorts called Panini Grey Raven, and in one of the episodes they kind of show you what the punishing virus kind of looks like. It's like these little like nano machines and stuff. So I'm guessing that's what punishing actually does look like. It's just like these like nano machines that can get into your body and just tear you apart. And the ascendants here are constructs who embraced the punishing virus, I believe. So they're like their bodies are kind of like inside their bodies are kind of like comprised of punishing, I think. So when they say Ascension Network, I guess what they're meaning to say is that if you have if you're part of the Ascension Network, you got the punishing in you, you'll survive the virus. It won't do anything to you. I think that's what it is. Even the echoes in your ears dissipate. Can you get yourself up? You try to respond by standing up, but your arms and legs are unresponsive, as if they were stripped of their bones. Sounds pretty punishing. Exactly. Humans, so fragile. A shadow in front of you leans down and flips you over. You might not feel any pain just yet, but a word of warning, get ready. You will now. The shadow pulls out a rod-like object and stabs you hard in the chest. Vera, enough noise. Hurry up and get your medics here to clean up the mess. I jabbed the commandant with a shot of standard adrenaline. Else, Uzumani would have been dead in 10 minutes. Your medics have CPR devices, yeah? You get Uzumani breathing. Hello? I don't have human use CPR devices on me. I'm not kidding. Coming. Why did you help us? Why did I help Uzumani? That was just a side dish. This one here is our main course. Dang. Vera pulls out her blade and points it at Gabriel, who has already recovered from the shockwave of the grenades. Sorry, big guy. I know it's your boss lady's orders, but I've got a job to do as well, boyo. And that's sending you to hell. Fool. Alright then, guess you're okay with me doing my job. Just a warning, but try making a move on another one around here, and I'll cut your head off from behind. Ah, and no need to thank me. I'm a good executioner. Wordlessly, Gabriel moves along with Vera, and the two slowly edge into battle. Good. Thank you for your cooperation. Happy killing. I love her so much. She's so cool. You would think the Commandant would be wearing armor in case of situations like this. I think Commandant does wear, like, armor for the most part. But I don't think it'd be, like, super crazy heavy armor. Otherwise, you know, he'd be a bit encumbered. Is that the word? Commandant would be sluggish if he wears too much armor, basically. I will kill you, cut you up, and toss you in the sea, piece by piece. We shall see. Ow. That got me, Oh my god. I don't know his moveset, so I... Okay, there we go. Ow. Encumbered with square. Okay, good.
もっとたくさんの痛みを感じさせて。まだまだよ。痛いんでしょ。もっとたくさんの痛みを感じさせて。
Lodge? Cool. Ooh. Okay.
まだまだよ。
Okay. He sounds like a projectile like that.
これが私の一番好きな感覚。
Let's face it, you're no match for me. Oh yeah?
何の心配もない。完璧な勝利を。
I don't think I got 3 out of 3 on that one. Because I like died once. Vera dodges Gabriel's aerial charge and slashes at Gabriel's calf with her blade as he zips past her. But Gabriel makes a turn in the air in time, dodging Vera's attack and putting distance between them. Power, reaction speed, ductility. He looks cool. Subpar. Huh. Thanks for the bad review. Noctis? Come in. A barrage of air grenades and armor-piercing rounds shower Gabriel continuously, forcing him to retreat before he could attack Vera. Pathetic. 21. Got it. Another explosion follows, and the building above Gabriel's head collapses, interrupting Gabriel's heavy blow. And this is why big fellas like you are just all muscle and nothing else. And my work here is done. You do not seek my death. Of course. Wringing off your stupid face would take a war the scale of Kowloon. That's not what I can do with my authority. I'm just after the Ascension network on you. All right and done. Asimov's tracker really is something, huh? We now have the full network model of our Gabby here. As if to provoke Gabriel, Vera deliberately turns on the speaker to her communications device so that Gabriel can hear the excited Noctis. Is that an Ultra Kill reference? Don't think we didn't catch what Shomi is hiding. But it's no different taking it from you. Vera arches her back and leaps high in place. Grenades and flashbangs fired by Noctis and number 21 explode right under her feet. Ta-ta, fool. You're not getting away. Gabriel's wings on his back emit a strange glow, and he takes off into the air. This cannot be used for long, but still enough to catch a mere fly. Going after Vera jumping between buildings, Gabriel soars into the sky. Oh no! It was a 3-star. Okay, no, that was successful. Okay, good. The end of childhood. Oh, we're playing as Grey Raven. Okay. Who? Where? When? Why is everything dark? Is this what death feels like? I don't think Gabriel understands how hard it is to catch a fly with your hands. True. But I think he was just more or less referring to speed. I think it was more or less just referring to speed. That he'll be able to catch up to them with his wings. Still though, it is true. It is hard to catch a fly with just your hands. That's why fly swatters exist. Commandant. CPR, second cycle. 2, 1, shock. Celica, think of something. Everyone's voices flutter around your ear. Close at times, far at times. In the middle of your trance, you seem to hear a faint. Hello there, friend. Oh. Like I said, hello there, friend. This should be the last message. What is before me is death. After this, there likely won't be someone with the leisure to leave an infinite message loop on the public channels. I'm a coward, a scoundrel. It's why I knew from the beginning that I might not walk to the end of my path. I'm a coward, a scoundrel. Even so, I'm leaving a final message. 3 voice recordings to loop infinitely and play on all channels. To avoid the ascendants, I've limited the power of the signal transmission to a small range, and it is also masked. Sorry if you took it for the ravings of a madman. When the future of the Ascension network collapsed before my eyes, I knew that I had no choice but to tell others what I knew. Shark Spear, the last resort, is probably no longer under my control anymore. I'll likely be devoured by it and turned into mulch to make heteromers. But it's okay. My knowledge is hidden in the 6th section of my spine. It's not something that can be destroyed by its teeth. I will die here, so I leave everything to you. I'm not a good person, but may humanity find this ember that I leave. My friend. CPR 10th cycle. 2, 1, shock. Warmth, tactile touch. Pain from electric shock. And pain from the wound caused by the adrenaline injection in your chest. Air rushes into your lungs. Colors return to your vision. Weird place to put knowledge. True. Where's your knowledge at, brother? Not in my brain. In the 6th section of my spine. Commandant. Commandant. The heartbeat. It's back. Commandant, can you see me? Can you move? You're squishing my hand. Everyone helps you up, and what meets your eyes is Vera fighting with Gabriel afar. Karenina, Camus, and the others are trying to stop the corrupted from closing in. And in the middle of the plaza is a huge, childlike statue of a cartoonish shark. Shark Spear, the last resort, is probably no longer under my control anymore. I'll likely be devoured by it, and turned into mulch to make heteromers. But it's okay. My knowledge is hidden in the 6th section of my spine. It's not something that can be destroyed by its teeth. Everyone, prepare for battle. I will continue to command. Commandant, you're in a dangerous physical condition now. I know, but I must. You need only say, Commandant, and I will make it happen. I pulled the surveillance records for the main plaza. A dark figure swallowed Shomi and retreated into the bionic statue projection. Commandant, I admire and respect your desire to command, but do know that I will keep monitoring your physical condition. I honestly prefer the 5th section. No one expects it. They always think it's the 6th. True. True. Don't let them know your next move. We're going to fight. We'll have to flesh it out first. We get the fart. Not fart. Fight. We get the fight Shark Spear. Sorry, I said fart because I was thinking of shark. The R part from shark got into the word fight. Okay. This boss I know its movesets for the most part, so I shouldn't have too much of an issue. Oh, I've never seen this before. Wait. Take my flatulence attack. And then... Whoops. Oh. Oh dear. No. Damn it. Oh, these attacks are so fast. Oh, god damn it. My reaction time is so bad. Oh my gosh. What is with my reaction timing right now? Like I've fought this guy multiple times before in the past. Is it over? I know this one's moveset. Never seen that before. I said I said for the most part. For the most part, I knew it. Okay, this one I don't know at all. Okay, this one I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh. It's so fast. Oh, whoa. Oh. Oh my gosh. That I just cannot dodge that. Wow. I don't know why I'm unable to dodge that. Yeah, it's funny. It's all fun and games until the shark wants to try and rip you apart. Until the amusement park mascot wants to kill you. Oh shit. There we go. Let's play. Let's. Let's play. Let's. Shark spear crumbles, letting off distorted noises, then collapses in front of you. Is it over? Commandant, please sit and rest now. I'll call Babylonia. With live support, you slowly lie on the ground. By a hair's breadth. Yep. It was close. The sky of the theme park fills your vision. The faint traces of the moon and the stars in daylight bespeckle the clear blue of the summer skies. That's the thing with this game too. Because you have there's only so many times you can dodge because there's a limit to how much you can dodge. There's a gauge and whatnot. So like you can't rely on dodging too much in this game. Otherwise, if you run out of gauge, you're just gonna get hit by everything. It's kind of hard for me because like I'm paying attention so much to the boss that any little bit of movement they do, I always think it's going to be an attack. Is everything over? Perhaps. What did they call this again? A holiday? President has said needs to get that overtime pay ready. And you mentioned that earlier, Gaming Watch. And a detailed report about Luna and Shomi would have to be written too. Best get the engineering force in just blow the place up and rebuild it as well. As for what's in Shomi's spine, well, let's forget about that. As long as it's in the report, Hazimov will sort it out. With things finally at an end, a wave of fatigue washes over. Eyelids drooping. Now we can enjoy our little vacation. Maybe. Hopefully. Please. Commandant, what's wrong? Commandant seems to have slept. You guys take care of Commandant for a while. I'll call for reinforcements. Meanwhile, in a high place that overlooks the plaza. Inelegant, but our goal has been achieved. Our goodbyes will have to wait until another day. Luna leaps high into the air, then twists and dissipates, melting into the sky. What was their objective? If this world doesn't have ice cream, I don't want to live there. True. Oh, there's so much more. There's still a bunch more. 85%. Your life story. After a series of dreadful events, your summer finally began. There you go. Some time passes after that, and when everything is finally returning to normal. Ice cream, anyone? There you go. You got your ice cream. Ice cream made with spare electrolyte fluid in the ice cream machine. Yay! Give me one, give me one. Vanilla salt soda flavor. 2,500 BCs, please. Black cards, which is the premium currency in this game. What? That's so expensive. How about memory chips with the highest score save data in the game room instead? Okay. Let's see. Nanami has save data for Iron Formation BX, Space Jack, Danger Zone 2055, and Bitter Villa. How many ice creams can Nanami get? 1. Heartless, unscrupulous, exploiter. You're not human. What color is your blood? Lump sum payment only. Fine. I'll have 1. She's in her little outfit. Ah, she's so cute. Commandant. Lucia? Here, a synthetic orange soda. Don't tell Liv that I gave this to you. She's now... Lucia? Commandant is still recovering. No drinking. Cute. Before she even finishes with the sentence, Liv snatches the ice-cold soda in your hand and replaces it with a glass of warm milk. I said no irritating diets for 2 weeks. Liv is wearing an unforeseen solemn expression. You can only surrender. It's a miracle that you didn't develop any complications from being suffocated for so long. We can't let anything happen to Commandant before we return to Babylonia for a full check. So does this mean Commandant can't play with us? And just when Commandant got an extended vacation because of the injuries. Lucia, that's because it might be dangerous to fly in Commandant's current condition. That's why President Hassan extended the vacation time for recovery. And Celica, for some reason, sent over a whole set of things labeled Summer Paradise Experience Pack via transport craft. Filled with inflatable ducks, a variety of swimming rings, and even undersea warfare frames and everyone's casual clothes. Damn, Lee. Celica just uploaded the Venus Splash Park's rebuilding plans into the database. She says this place will turn into a base for both defense and research after building. Lee, who has joined the three of you at some point in time, hands you a box of porridge-like thing. Synthetic orange soda sounds like it's going to be flavored oil. No, I think... Well, kind of. I feel like when it's synthetic orange soda, to me it kind of sounds like it's just artificial orange soda. Like artificial flavoring or something. Or maybe something that just tastes like orange and looks like orange soda. Which is pretty much artificial. I don't know why he said that then. There was no point. Here, a synthetic porridge. Jujube flavor. I used the food stall over there and made it following the recipe. Synthetic. Most of the theme park facilities have been repaired. According to Asimov, we can run a power test today. You won't change into beach clothes, huh? But the underground is still closed off for now. Tentative measures were taken to disconnect the pump room from the ground, through explosions to stop the spread of the corrupted. Follow-up troops will have to go deep inside the dead zone here and clear out the remaining corrupted. Hopefully not Grey Raven. Where are the others? They're all playing. They're saying that they have to fully enjoy the legendary theme park before the transport crafts arrive. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice. I'm here to tell you something. We're about to run a power test to make sure it all works. Everything's going to be powered up at the same time. Synthetic pie next. Everything is synthetic. It's kind of like how there's like, what is it? plant-based meat. I feel like it'd be like that. I feel like it's similar along the lines of that. Attention all units, get ready for a full power test. In 3, 2, oh whatever, go! All of the theme park comes to life, lighting up like magic. And then gorgeous neon bouquets bloom above your heads. Ugh, just ignore that. Accidentally popped the final protocol before the park closed off way back when. It's called a firework parade or whatever that is. Booms, bangs, explosions. Neon blossoms of various shapes and colors flower before your eyes. So pretty. I can't believe they're using gunpowder for this kind of non-practical display. Nothing wrong with that, right? Right, they don't have very much knowledge on the stuff that happened during Golden Age. Golden Age being like what mankind was before the virus. So things like fireworks and whatnot are foreign to them. These guys only know of combat and technological stuff. If there comes a day where gunpowder is only used for these non-practical purposes. Synthetic oxygen. For some reason, the vision of that day fills you both with hope and fear. After a nigh eternity and countless sacrifices, counterattack is finally on the horizon for Babylonia. Until the final victory, everyone in Babylonia will gladly burn themselves up to end this war. It is the case for this generation. It is the case for the generations to come. Only when the punishing virus ceases being a threat to humanity will the sacrifices end. As for what comes in the day after, no one, not the president, nor the instructors, have spoken on the matter. Ah. Cute. This is Karenina. There's Lee. Nanami and Sophia. Cute. Oh. I just saw a shark spear in the back. They're all getting dressed. Yeah. It is summer after all. I mean, this was the summer event, but yeah. Rose stem. It might have thorns. It might also secretly want you to hold it. What's this one? It all still feels so surreal. Is it because of the intense series of events? Now that everything is finally over, you instead feel like being in a dream. Are those unlockable outfits? Yeah. They're available for purchase in the game, I believe. I think, well, most of them are available. I think there are a few outfits or skins in this game that aren't available to get, I think. I feel like for summer skins, those are specifically like limited time because it's like a seasonal thing. A few days after that, Babylonia sent the support force and engineering force to Venus Splash Park's vicinity. And in the end, they found no ascendance traces in a 300-kilometer radius. They must have gotten what they came for, said President Hassan. But what did the death of Shomi and all the events surrounding the Venus Splash Park accomplish? Perhaps only time will tell. President Hassan, like his usual self, laughs it off, saying that he can do the worrying. And as for you all, those who went through this horror show, get some rest and wait for orders. Well, Lucia and Lee are carrying I-beams around, things a human obviously cannot help with. I-beams? L-beams? They must be helping out in the engineering force. Ayla is arguing with Karenina over something. Camus, who lost track of Roland's whereabouts, has just been silent. He did not leave, but perhaps a word or two asking if he wants to be here would be nice. As for the rest, they probably went to play. Guess I'll go entertain myself. Well, not like they need help. Oh, someone's on the Ferris wheel. Vera? What are you doing here? Why can't I be here? It's not like you own this place. What are you getting at? Thanks. Spare the thanks. I just happen to have an adrenaline shot left. And people I save, they rarely live long. Even so. Hearing this, Vera raises her eyebrows as if offended. Guess you really aren't afraid of death. You almost became Commandant Mintz from that Gabriel, and now you're involving yourself with death again. Well, I'm not. So what are you here for? Just to say thanks? Yep, Commandant's coming by just to express gratitude. So just return a "you're welcome," Vera. Carrying a bowl of icy-looking snacks, Lee inserts himself between you and Vera. Here, the Engies? Made after the Engies. Made this after they fixed up the vending machine over there. You mean the engineering team? The engineers? Engies. This thing's called Venus Splash Park Special. Classic summer shaved ice, or something. You what? And what's with that getup? You came all the way here to give me this? Ridiculous. Looks like that beastly Lee from before is now all domesticated. No, I'm just being extra cautious around you. Engies equals engineers, yep. I like that. Huh. Should I try applying and transferring your precious Commandant over to Cerberus? That's not going to happen. We'll see. Vera continues on, ignoring your puzzled expression. So, Kurono, kiddo, what exactly are you here for? If it's just to protect your Commandant, you can have him back now. Lee stays silent for a while, then he shoves the shaved ice into Vera's hands. Like Commandant, I've come here to express my thanks. Regardless of what you're actually doing here, you did save Commandant's life. Not having expected such a situation, Vera pauses for a tiny flicker of time. What's the point of constructs eating something that's just taste and no substance? Since this is human food, shouldn't you be giving it to Uzubeni? If I gave our dear injured personnel this, Liv will burn me at the stake. I love shaved ice. To be honest, I don't think I remember a time that I've ever tried shaved ice before. I really can't recall a time. But it does look really nice. You can try if you want to die. I still want to live a little longer. Really? Yeah, I can't really remember a time I've actually ever tried shaved ice before. I really can't. Maybe I never tried it before. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I've tried shaved ice before. I don't know any places in my city that actually, like, sells that stuff. I should probably look it up sometime later. A slight frown shows up on Vera's face, but almost instantly, her usual smirk returns. Fine. You say thanks, and I accept. Thank you. You've really changed, Lee. Alright. Hurry on and get lost now. You're disturbing my peace and quiet. You need lessons in lying. You've never been the peace and quiet type. Guess I've changed too. You turn to leave, but Vera speaks once more. The others in Cerberus will be off on another mission, and I'll be a free agent for a while. Nicholas orders. Before Cerberus finally gets a Commandant, the higher-ups will likely be having headaches about where to settle as jinxes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I wonder which squad I should go plague next. Oh, I wonder. Cute. Gotta try it. Just grab some ice, shave it, get some sweetened condensed milk, syrup flavoring, pour it on, and then eat it with a spoon. Yeah, one of these days I would love to try it. One of these days. The necessary black sheep. That's right, we haven't forgotten you. Benny, do you have a moment? Yep. Regarding both of the two separated consciousnesses, though minute, they both display stability decrease over time. Whether it's because of the effect of tenebrion or something else, this kind of continuous decline is not a situation we'd like to see. How kind of they remembered, right? Because while we were dealing with the Ascendants, there was still the whole issue with Kamui, with Kamui's consciousness being kind of like locked away. Because the thing with Kamui is that he has like a second sort of like personality, which is Kamu, and they put Kamu's like consciousness into a separate frame. So now there's Kamui and Kamu. The whole like two sides of the same coin type of thing, and they're trying to sort out Kamui's situation here. It's funny how they kind of just got back to that point, but like at the end of this. The only situation we have right now is to send Kamu back to Kamui's frame occasionally while keeping a close eye on them. We believe this will restabilize both consciousnesses. Can't help it then. As for Kamui, what's the matter with him? Commandant! Oh, he's back. Kamui's large head pops up in front of Asimov and fills the entire screen. Commandant, what happened on the surface? I was here when I woke up. Where's my cap? And Kamu, too. I can't talk to him. Where's the guy? The incessant chatter and seemingly brainless barrage of questions. Very Kamui. Well, at least he's back. As you can see, he's the same as before. To be honest, I was also surprised at the results of the surgery. Tenebrion might have helped him recover, or not. But, well, there he is now. Then, because he kept nagging the others to get him back to the park, we all decided he should be shoved in the next transport plane and sent over. Any problems that arise, we'll deal with them as they come. I like that the first description is large head. Yeah, you can easily imagine it with that description. That all you see is just his face. Is just his head on the screen. Right after hanging up, Nanami and Sophia catch you. Commandant, look at this. Oh, yo. He looks so cool. Putting aside where the two found this outfit, how did they manage to get Kamu to wear it? It must have been the battle of the centuries. What's going on here? Nanami is saying that. Shh. Then, as if realizing something, Kamu turns and leaves. He looks angry. Then bye, we'll be going. Have fun playing, Commandant. You might have just been overwhelmed by this stream of events, but you find Kamu's expression a little off. And with this, the memory transfer process is complete. You should be waking up now. What's going on here? Don't panic, it's just an electromagnetic restraint. I'm talking to you through the airdrop cabin's private channel. You people can stop being so wary of me. I'm not about to make enemies of you. Same here. If you don't believe me, just let me out on the surface. I'll find a way to live, and I'll find a way to live on my own. We've indeed considered such an option. But this isn't something that we wish to do. Instead, our recommendation is that you temporarily join Grey Raven and work together with Usabeni. No freedom if I don't work with Babylonia, huh? No, you're not working with Babylonia. Please learn the difference. You're working with Usabeni. He's awake? You can give him the talk. I'm just a technician, not my field. Yeah, that's me. Usabeni is me. That's my in-game name. Usabeni is the name I use for a lot of like video games and stuff. Well, Zeraphym is just my music name. So I differentiate that way. In the hologram in front of Kamu, Asimov packs up the scattered equipment and data, then leaves the lab. President Hassan. Big fish, huh? Of course. You need a big fish for recruiting someone with a big bite. Right? Cut the boot licking. No, this is the reality we are dealing with now. You are the last piece of the puzzle in my plan. Now, Babylonia's counterattack can finally take shape. Oh? But if you're not willing, I won't force you. I'll unchain you, and you can walk out. But if you choose to leave, you will no longer be authorized to know about Grey Raven and Kamui. You will have nothing to do with them for the rest of your life. Well, I'm sure you can find the means to keep your mind in order and survive, even with just yourself. Explain your proposition, clearly. You hide something, I'll rip your head off. Naturally. Let's begin. Commandant! You're still so full of energy. Yep. Of course, I'm the energy man. Have you seen Kamu? Kamu? Oh, right. Where's the guy? Kamu's gone missing. Commandant, Kamu's missing. I mostly prefer making a name I don't connect for some reason. Really? That's interesting. Like, no real significance behind the name at all. That's why I'm asking you. Ah, shucks. If he hates this kind of atmosphere, then he'll likely find some place to hide. Do you know where he is? Well, I'm not sure either. But with Kamu, maybe... Probably not that far away. Taking it out on the corrupted because he's mad or something, maybe. Another swing of his weapon lands. Only corpses and silence remains on the beach. Finally, feeling better now. Kamu casually tosses aside his weapon. An unfortunate corrupted and plants himself smoothly on the beach. Come out, I see you. I'll be leaving this place next and joining the Ascendants. After all, the techie said that I'm more an Ascendant or corrupted than a construct. Why? What why? I'm part of them now, aren't I? Why? Are you a why robot? But you're still here. You're just like what Kamui said. An interesting weirdo. Kamu shows a rare, thoughtful expression. Well, I guess I can afford staying here a little longer. I don't like the crowd, but I'm a little interested in the ice cream thing that Kamui mentioned. Yeah, I go with some random makeup name on the spot. The last name I used was Mivex. That sounds cool. It sounds like something it sounds like something from like Destiny. And then now it's the hidden story. Okay, hidden story is short. It's only been 2 hours. Not bad. Show me. The sound of anxious back and forth pacing fills the research room deep in the facility. So this is backstory. Fills the research room deep in the facility. It is backstory, okay. It's been too long. It is a dimly lit room, the interior flickering under the weak jaundice of the lighting. To the Ascendant Shomi, however, brightness has long since lost its meaning. In the middle of the research room lies writhing mechanical remains. Some are missing limbs. Some have their torsos replaced by monstrous-looking ones. Some are left with only their heads. Oil, vital fluid, indistinguishable liquids seep from under their bodies. Guess we get to find out what this knowledge in his sixth spine is. Maybe, if he does explain it in this hidden story. The network of attached pipes are endlessly pumping activators inside, forcing these remains awake. Forcing them alive, pumping them with life, making them writhe in sickening madness. They squirm and shift, struggling to drag themselves towards Shomi. However, the cables and tubes attached to their bodies stop them from ever reaching him. Unending hisses and wrathful thrashes of the corrupted erupt from the back of the research room. The electricity traps on the wall flicker and burn their bodies. Their limbs burn, disintegrate, but regenerate bit by bit. They repeat this cycle over and over, all to break through this wall and reach the research room. Why? Because Shomi is in the center of the research room, and his hands hold out a shot of the punishing virus, flashing with scarlet electricity. This place should be a familiar sight, but Shomi's heart twinges with unease. I gotta tell you, man, the way this localization properly describes this shit is really good. Sounds like a burdening and struggle-filled life. Being this is PGR. See, that's just the description of like mechanoids, of like machines, right? But it's still kind of like, it still has that feeling of like disturbingness to it, with how they're describing it, how they're describing how they look and how they're moving and stuff. Imagine if this was God, I would love an anime for this game. I would love it so much. Like I said earlier, they do have like animated shorts series called like Panini Grey Raven, which is just all a bunch of like cute jokey stuff. But a real dedicated like anime for this game would be really good to see. 72 hours have passed. He would never make such a mistake. For safety's sake. Shomi turns to the console behind him and taps quickly on the screen. Experiment record number 70,412. Experimental ascension bodies batch 70,411 failed. The initial SNET filtering is too much for the current equipment and degree of modification. The impact still cannot be alleviated externally. Shomi sets the injection aside. He clears his throat before he continues. As expected. Based on the initial reactions of the subjects, I'm walking on the right path. So many games look so good. Would be so interesting with an anime. I know, right? It would be so cool. Especially with this game. With how they're describing movements of characters, the environments, and all that stuff. I could see this being a very like, I could see it as an anime being very like violent and stuff. I mean, the game is already violent with its descriptions, but it'd be really nice to see it like animated. There are a few 3D cinematics or 3D animations that Punisher Graven has on their channel. There are only a few. So, and you do get to see a little bit of that, a bit of like dark, like theming in it, just a bit of it. And it's really well done too, by the way. Like their 3D animations, their 3D cinematics are really, really, really good. Given the right environment and some fine-tuning to the mod data for the corrupted host, I will definitely succeed. Alright, this should do it for the final recording. Begin data export. Export command received. ID verification, Dr. Shomi, authority level EX+, beginning export procedure. The console hums as it runs. Shomi walks past the carnage in the room. Experimental subject number 65,018 lasted a long time in the first filtering. He gave me good refitting materials. Experimental subject number 63,901. This humanoid was made from the constructs of the same squad. They were all good raw materials, but it's a pity they still couldn't survive the first filtering after fusing them. Oh god. The scenes flashed through Shomi's mind. Every single experimental subject taken apart, studied, and forced to connect to the Ascension network. To Shomi, all of the subjects are like his medals of honor. Data export complete. Hearing the system beep, Shomi returns to the console. He stows the ejected black cube on himself. Mechanical noises ring out from where he stowed the cube. When the noise finally dies down, Shomi straightens his clothes and moves, checking to see that the cube is not affecting his movement. Even the most wonderful of times must come to an end. It's time to say goodbye to this place. At that, Shomi enters the terminal command on the console. Several mechanical arms appear on the walls as the command is executed. The arms dance about the room, dismantling all the machinery one by one. Soon, the barely alive mechanical remains become piles of metal scrap. Bzz. After a burst of buzzes, the console and all its mechanical arms fall silent. Seeing the research room taken by silence, Shomi pushes his glasses lightly and leaves. Shomi walks alone on the main path of the research facility. Suddenly he stops at a tea section. Long time no see, Shomi. Huh, you actually came over. Didn't you used to look down on my research? You're the same as ever. Oh. The speaker steps out casually from the back right corner. He rests his chain blade to one side, then lazily leans against the wall. You seem different from before. I did go through a lot in that city after all. You did, didn't you? Judging from the data reports from Kowloon, there were quite a few accidents. But overall, we can consider it a victory. We? All your time was spent holding up in labs around the world, messing around with your pointless research. Almost forgot you're an ascendant. You're mostly right, but I must get one thing clear. I am not chosen by Miss Luna, but you and I both serve the Ascension Network. Technically speaking, we are both ascendants. You're becoming just like Gabriel in your pedantry. Shomi is about to protest, but resigns when he notices Roland rambling without a care for him. So Shomi merely shakes his head and begins to walk again. I'll listen to your rambles after I come back. I have a new research task on hand. Roland pauses and looks at Shomi. I take it that you aren't coming with us on the next mission then? Naturally. My research is what made me live through the filtering, is it not? Is that so? Which reminds me, how's that device you asked me for working out? You didn't seem to have used it in front of the others. Remember to send me the data after you use it. After all, I'm just a researcher with zero combative capabilities. All this killing and fighting, I'll leave it to you professionals. Shomi strolls past Roland, walking toward the left of the intersection. A researcher with zero combative capabilities, you say? Never knew these researchers could leisurely fix all the hidden turrets on someone pointing a piece at them. Why did Luna kill Shomi if he's technically an ascendant? I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess that this hidden story will go through with that point. If you really wanted me dead, I'd be long dead before all this turret business. Oh, what a spoilsport you are. Born this way. Shomi pushes his glasses up again. With no intention to fool around with Roland, he leaves through the passage. Roland puts away his scythe gun after he speaks, and walks in the completely opposite direction of Shomi, to the other end of the corridor. I get maybe Shomi just didn't want to work with them anymore and opted to leave, and then Luna was like, okay, then we'll just kill you. I don't know. That's what it seemed like when we first encountered him in the Grand Blue story here. It was like the rat came out of his hole. Indeed. But why all this hassle anyway? It'd be easier for me to just off him right now. Then we cannot weed out all of his labs. Fine, I got it. Roland displays his impatience in full, waving his hand to cut Gabriel off. From outside of the facility, Gabriel puts away the book he was reading and steps into the light. You know, if you weren't sitting here, I might have already popped a cap in him. You cannot bear the consequences of doing so. Enough of that. What about the others? They already want to kill him, it seems. Yeah, it does, yeah. It looks like they were planning on doing it from way earlier. Alpha has set off. I'm ready to. Well. Guess it's finally time. Roland stretches as he walks past Gabriel. Gabriel turns to face the research facility, removing his hat in a salute. He returns the hat and catches up to Roland. A loud explosion booms from behind, and the research facility collapses in the blast. The heat wave sends the coats of the two fluttering wildly. Now then, let the game begin. Interesting. Crushed bones. Covet that which shan't be coveted, and be prepared to go through fire and water. Miss Luna, we have fully investigated Venus Splash Park. According to that scar-faced man, that place should be Shomi's final destination. But worry not, he has no reason to lie about this. A non-fatal betrayal is pointless. Very well. Then we shall begin making preparations. Oh yeah. She says non-fatal betrayal. So I'm guessing, yeah, Shomi was like, I'm outie. He dipped out of the ascension stuff. He dipped out of the whole ascendance thing. And they were like, nah, we ain't gonna have that. You gonna leave? You're gonna die. Luna lightly chuckled, interrupting Roland. Before you begin, there is someone that requires our attention. Luna lightly tapped the screen next to her seat several times. A connection was made. Thank you for waiting, my fellow colleagues. These are the coordinates of Shomi's current facility. Happy hunting to you all. With the transmission of the middle-aged man's voice, this terminal screen flickered, a huge red mark pointing to the middle of a desert in North America. With the coordinates confirmed, Luna cut off the connection. What is it that you wish for, Miss Luna? We want Shomi dead, by hook or by crook. But we have to destroy all of his trump cards and research materials before he dies. Covet that which shan't be coveted, and be prepared to go through fire and water. Listening eagerly, Roland raised his chain blade. He looked excitedly at the seated Luna. Which is why I need you and Gabriel to drive this rat out of his hole. Huh. To allow him a soundless death is mercy. He will attend his own funeral at the place and time of our choosing. And when that time comes, you will have plenty of time to play your game. Of course, that must wait until until after we achieve our goals. Do you understand? Luna speaks lightly, but the Ascendant's presence can instantly feel the oppression in her words. Anyone who hears cannot help but obey. We do, Miss Luna. Good. After you two confirm that Shomi is departed, Alpha will make sure no one comes to intercept Shomi on his way to the stage. Until then, set up the hunting grounds and wait quietly. Lamia? Luna's words echoed in the empty Ascendant base. A few seconds later, the scenery behind Roland and Gabriel distorted. I'm here. Very well. We shall split up and meet at Venus Splash Park. Hey, McLoves. Let the curtains fall on the land of your childhood, Shomi. I can see the aisle. I can see the aisle the park is on. Phew, guess we're finally here. Gabriel's words remove Roland from his reminiscence. Roland returns his gaze from the sea and to the so-called speedboat he's on. What's up, bro? Nothing much, man. How about you? I never thought you had a penchant for modding. This thing runs fast, though the shape is quite questionable. Function over form. This thing can even be used as a mobile arsenal. Press this button and it will run on the current route and detonate when it hits the target. Okay, that's more than I need to know. I have no plans of going on an explosive lover's leap with you. The phrase lover's leap is inaccurate, according to the books. Oh, yes. You are just dull as dishwater, my friend. Enough bantering. Let's go ashore. We still have to set the stage. The Forgotten Land. Ooh. Let's play Hikari. Nice. Wind blows over the vast desert, sweeping up sand and dust into a storm. In this weather, it's as if the desert is covered by a thick layer of fog. The cacophony of engine noises cut through the midst of the sand and dust. As the noise approaches, a white-haired girl in red bursts out of the sandstorm on a black motorcycle, leaping into the air. Then the girl in the motorcycle slams heavily back on the ground, wheels sending up a shower of sparks due to the emergency braking. Prominent black tire marks trail out behind her. The motorcycle slides to a halt in front of some building ruins. The girl takes her blade from the vehicle and walks within the wreckage. This place. Alpha reaches the middle and scans. The clearing is piled high with the remains of bionic animals. The ground is dotted with huge circular craters, and the surrounding buildings also show obvious traces of bombardment. Internal conflict among humans. No, they don't have the resources to spare. Alpha comes to a relatively intact building and brushes the dust off the surface gently. Under the dust is a line of obscured text, revealed to the light of day once more. Operation Acadia No. 5 North American Launch Base. If I'm not wrong. Something seems to have come to Alpha. She turns to the pile of bionic remains and walks over to them. With a flick of her wrist, the haphazardly piled remains are instantly disintegrated by her blade. They turn to pieces and scatter all over the ground, revealing an old transport craft buried underneath. Most of the transport craft is destroyed by bombardment, and the loading bay is warped beyond recognition. There is no need to wonder what happened to its passengers and cargo. A familiar family crest is gleaming proudly on the side of the transport craft wreckage. It looks very much Eastern. The owner of the transport machine had written their name in a striking red under the family crest. Shinsuke. That's his uncle, huh? Just as I thought. Show me, show me. You have a gift in drumming up revenge. Too bad you chose the wrong path. An untamable beast is not worth raising. As sandstorm gradually eases, and Alpha returns to her motorcycle. First stop's this place, huh? Show me. Must be that control center over there. Alpha leaves the launch base and heads for the control center. Her motorcycle eventually draws to a halt before a relatively intact building in the desert. Tracks that are bright as day, huh? Looks like that Scarface didn't teach him the tricks of the trade. After parking her motorcycle, Alpha strolls forth to the main door of the building. She's about to enter, but suddenly pauses. The walls and the door rest don't match up. Looks like this place gets frequent visits, not just from Shomi. Alpha circles to the side of the building. A pile of supply crates in the shade, hidden in some dry bushes, greets her eyes. Trying to create life with the virus or something? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. But whatever it is very important, as he's hidden it in his 6th section of his spine. Food reserves for humans. And this little toy. Alpha sneers and hovers her blade before her. Through the reflection on her blade, a thin, nearly transparent line can be seen hanging in the air. Old military trip mines. Looks like this place has been run over by parasites. Footsteps tip-tap from across the door. In one swift motion, Alpha stabs her blade into the wall and smoothly vaults over to the roof of the building. Why blade, no guns? She's just that good. She doesn't need a gun. How's the situation in there? The Ascendant who barged in is under control. Why would an Ascendant pop up in a place like this? Don't know. Beats me. They're still interrogating the guy. Mr. Watanabe told us to issue a rally order to the nearby bases first, just in case. Alright, then I'll go check the situation inside. The remaining number of Squadron 2441 are also on their way here. Got it. Oh yeah, did you ride this bike here, pal? Bike? a bike. As the two Forsaken begin to wonder about the motorcycle in front of the doors, Alpha leaps down from the roof and swiftly knocks the two out with the hilt of her blade. Now, our star can't be held back by the paparazzi. That's a cool line. Alpha sheathes her blade and walks inside the control center. Countless Forsaken members stream to and fro inside the building. Alpha is lurking in the shadows, observing the situation in the main control room. In this dimly lit room, Watanabe is pressing a dagger firmly to Shomi's neck. Several soldiers are by Watanabe's side. The equipment they carry and the war-worn armor they wear are evidences of their status. Just gonna take a drink of water here. Bexonidas? One-eyed, one-eared, one half of his scalp left. Shomi can't take a break. Everyone wants him dead. Surely. Well, I mean, they can tell, they can detect that he's an ascendant, and ascendants are kind of just seen as the, like, alongside the punishing virus, the enemies of humanity. So like, so of course, when they encounter an ascendant like Shomi, they're like, oh, we're gonna get you dead. The backbone of Squadron 19. A man who only gives up in death. Halam, 16 years old, became a new member of the Forsaken this year. The name and armor borne by her were brought back from the K-44 by Watanabe. Watanabe thought of leaving her behind. She hit a shot from 2 kilometers away. Still a small lass, but unlikely to meet the same end as her father in any due time. Clark, old soldier, old bones, jack of all trades. Take him with you, and you can make friends with any faction. Hey, let's talk things out. Why don't we all put away the guns and knives? We have nothing to talk about with Ascendants. That makes things difficult then. And here I thought this control center is my little secret. We know things you people wouldn't believe. Speak. What is your purpose here? Watanabe presses the dagger close to Shomi's neck as he speaks. If I say that I am only borrowing the aircraft behind this control center, will you believe me? You messing around? Bexonidas quickly loads his gun after hearing Shomi's answer and sticks the muzzle at his temple. I knew it'd turn out like this. We don't have that much patience. Even if we don't know what your purpose is, a dead ascendant would do us no harm. Communication never solves any problems. At that, sparks of electricity appeared in the air around Shomi. A close look would reveal that the sparks come from a tiny spherical machine in the middle. Well, take cover. Watanabe lets go of the dagger at Shomi's neck and lunges at Bexonidas. Right after that, the electric sparks connect and violently erupts around Shomi. Smoke fills the main control room. Everyone, activate your goggles. Confirm each other's positions. 3 to a team, and brace for combat. That little creep got away. Last security visuals say that he's headed for the airfield behind this building. Go after him. Yes, sir. The Forsaken rush out of the building, but the fighter plane piloted by Shomi has already taken off, leaving a light blue trail of flame in the air before disappearing into the sky. Ride the other fighters and go after him. Yes, sir. That won't do. As the Forsakens are about to board the fighter craft, a red figure sweeps past them. Uh-oh. The red figure presents herself before the Forsaken. As she halts, all the aircraft break down into scrap metal. You may not go after him. It's you. Long time no see, I guess. I'd rather never see you again. And me, you. Take on a different formation. She's different from the other Ascendants. You wish to fight. So you didn't learn anything in Kowloon. Quite the opposite. We bear the past within us, which is what gives us the courage to battle. You are not the only ones that have changed after that war. Then show me. Careful, Watanabe. You don't want to test her, man. She's really strong. Deploy B-19 defense formation. Roger. Oh, I can't move because they just keep sunlocking me. Oh, whoa. Yo, why? Now. Not bad. Go on. Alpha lunges at Watanabe. Watanabe crosses his daggers to block Alpha's perforating thrusts. What are you people scheming again? Well, just a mere hunt. Hunt. Quite. You people were just a few uninvited guests. Sensing Alpha laxing from speech, Watanabe rotates his dagger and redirects her blade to the ground. Stepping on the false edge of her blade, Watanabe hops airborne. Oh, my apologies then. Watanabe somersaults mid-air. Using the downward pull of gravity, he launches a wind-tearing cut at Alpha. What do you mean subestimate? I think they're meaning to say underestimate. Alpha on the ground leisurely raises her blade behind her head, taking on an inviting stance. The blades clash, sparks flash. The two find themselves locked in a bind, but none of them could maneuver their weapons into functional offense. They push each other off to put distance between themselves. A dagger scratch finds itself planted on Alpha's arm. Red vital fluids seep out from the gash. What's the matter? Out of breath? Well, you lot aren't our target this time. Though you did cause some trouble for me. You sure you want more? Why don't we make a deal? Alpha points her blade at the Forsaken who have fallen to the ground around her. We call it here, and your companions might make it if you patch them up in time. Nice try. One of the Forsaken on the ground fires his gun shakily at Alpha, but before the bullet can reach her, Alpha casually deflects it with her blade. Clark, take our wounded to the medics. Wise decision. Goodbye it is then. I still have to make sure our prey is arriving at the right spot. What did the man do? Alpha puts away her katana and walks toward her motorcycle. He chased after a false truth. Under the wary gazes of the Forsaken, Alpha rides on her motorcycle and turns to face Watanabe. It was fun. It won't just be a scratch next time you step into Forsaken territory. I can hardly wait. Interesting. Can't tell if it'd be annoying or cool feature if characters you own and upgraded kept their levels and skins when or if you fight them. Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know. Because you're fighting them. I feel like if you're fighting a boss, it would have to be a set amount of like health and stuff, right? So it wouldn't be an annoying feature, but it also wouldn't be a cool one either. It wouldn't be a really great feature, if anything. If I'm understanding it correctly. Venus Smash Part. It'd be funny if you get stuck because you've leveled your favorite character. Oh. That's where the annoying part would come in, yeah. But I don't think it'd be a great feature overall. Unless it was something like very specific for that to happen. I don't know. Is this Shomi's destination? Indeed. The private water park that Shomi's grandfather built for him. Venus Splash Park. Kinda strange. Yeah. As a feature, it wouldn't be all that great. Besides, a lot of the bosses and enemies you find in this game aren't playable anyway, so... Roland is standing beside Gabriel and looking around. The park facilities are old, but not dilapidated. Some service-type robots are aimlessly wandering around, giving the place an even lonelier air. Unchanged for decades, this small island is gradually sinking in a corner of the Caribbean Sea, frozen in time. At the moment of its completion, time became frozen on this enchanted isle. The observation platform, dreamily hanging in the sky, looks almost like a border between fantasy and reality. To spend time on this island is to know solitude, a type of loneliness that dissects oneself from the world. Jeez. The plethora of facilities planted in the various corners of the island have all become nothing but shards of the past, accumulating dust that is known as history. Venus Splash Park stands witness to the passing of time, alone, eternal, waiting quietly for its master to return. Looks like this place never did open. But this place really is, how should I put it, quite full of childish innocence. Almost gives me an urge to defile it. Well then, let's begin. I've seen games have a kind of similar mechanic that can screw you over big time. Really? I don't know any game that has that sort of thing. Like, there are games where you would play as certain bosses and stuff. Or those bosses become playable later on. Tons of games have that, but where you fight your own, like, invested character in a game mode, I don't know any game that does that. There is more to this water park than what meets the eye. Luna's voice rings out from behind the three ascendants. The three salute upon seeing her, to which she dismisses briefly and begins assigning their missions. Gabriel? Yes. You will handle the energy center that is supporting this operation of the theme park. It's likely that Shomi's purpose is coming here is hidden there. Yes. Roland, I leave setting traps in the theme park to you. No worries. I'll make sure this game goes smoothly. After giving Gabriel and Roland instructions, Luna tilts her head at the huge observation platform in the sky. Lamia, can I leave the air to you? I will try my best, Miss Luna. Good. Our operation this time will definitely alert the surrounding factions, but they must not impede our plans. This is the Shomi's final resting place, where he will wake from his dream. Oh, card games. Okay, well, if it's card games, then card games are entirely different, because card games have their own. If you mean like games like, it's been a while, but if you mean games like Hearthstone or like Shadowverse or whatever, I don't know if they have mechanics like that in the game. But if it's something like that, or even Yu-Gi-Oh, where the monster card has its like attack and defense like increased or decreased or whatever, then yeah, that makes sense. But in a game like this, where there's like combat involved and stuff, it just wouldn't make sense. In card games, it makes sense. There's something similar to boss later in the chapter of Bambinata. I see. Oh, I'm still a long ways away to reaching Bambinata, so let his damnation and this place's be a wake-up call for those who do not comply. After assigning the Ascendants their missions, Luna heads into the depths of the theme park. Getting Shomi to play out his hand here, plucking it out one by one. Miss Luna sure is a mean one. Yeah. Oh right, I think I saw an elevator over there that leads to the observation platform. Don't forget the mission. Yeah, I can control the flow of the surrounding virus when I'm up there. Then I shall take my leave. I've just finished scanning the energy center below. It's larger than I'd expected. But well, not like it'd be any trouble for you. True. We can easily modify a machine facility of this scale thanks to what we found in Kowloon. Turning it into a dead zone, as the humans call it, would only require half an hour. Actually on my way here, I've already raised the viral density around the island as well. It won't take long for the corrupted to rise out of the sea and attack the shores. Not bad, girl. 'Tis more meaningful than twiddling our thumbs. Hey, was that meant to be a slight? I'll have you know, I've been seriously ruminating on how to prepare the stage. Or something like that. I'll leave the surface to you then. Got it. Go, down you go. Gabriel turns and marches towards the underground energy center. Roland waves his hands impatiently and strolls inside of the theme park. Ah. Let me see. Let's start by adjusting the passage. Rats who have wandered into the cage should not be running around. The music. And we're playing as the villains. That's funny. The door is closed. How observant of you, Roland. The entrance here is blocked. Okay, that should leave only one path for our rat. I mean, they could just open the door and then jump over the rail, but okay. Trespassers at the park must be dispelled. Oh, almost forgot about you little guys. The song's a bop though. His attacks are really, really slow. But they're cool. That's really cool though. Dude, that chain whip thing, the chain blade thing is really cool. Come and accept my modification. I'm really vibing with this music. Modification complete. And now, the view should be nice over there. Come on, little rat. Don't make me wait too long. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Luna is sitting on a bench in the plaza. In the center of the plaza is a huge shark statue. Song is good. Yeah, the song is really catchy. Under the shark statue is an Eastern-looking family crest with a name inscribed in gold. Shark Spear. Luna is absent-mindedly glancing at a poster next to the bench. It shows a comical image of of Sharkspear holding its arms over its head and running away. This shark mascot can be seen everywhere in the water park, from building decorations to souvenirs. What a loving grandfather you have. Luna looks up at the statue of Sharkspear. It is playing children's songs on a loop. Let's play. Sharkspear loves gingerbread men. With Sharkspear's singing flowing past her ears, Luna arrives before the statue. She touches it gently with one hand, and a sanguine bolt flashes across the statue. Incoming connection request. The electronic voice is coming from Luna's bracelet, with the dialer's name displayed in the center of the screen. Luna taps the bracelet lightly and connects. The wrap-up work in Kowloon is complete. According to the reports from my informants, Babylonia will soon start collaborating with the ARU on something new. Is this supposed to be a play on Shakespeare, or? Yeah, Sharkspear is supposed to be like a little nod to Shakespeare. If that's what you mean. Let them be. Our mission is more important right now. Very well. I hope what you gain from this is worth all the trouble. That will be none of your concern. Indeed. Let me apologize for overstepping. I know your ways. Do keep in mind who you use them on. Naturally. All for the Ascension Network. Luna disconnects. The energy center beneath her feet roars, and along with the storm of virus swirling madly in the air, Luna knows the show is about to begin. Oh, we're halfway done with the hidden. Game starts. Everything will end here through a spectacular finale. Luna does not like him. Clearly, from that little conversation. I don't know who it is. You don't spoil it for me. Unless it does it get revealed later on? I'm sure it gets revealed later on. Who she was talking to. I have to wonder who it is though. I wonder if Luna is just a puppet by the voice we keep seeing. I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, well, actually, maybe. Maybe. Roland is lying leisurely on the Ferris wheel, juggling his chain blade out of boredom. Suddenly he pauses. He stands and straightens himself, looking at the sky. Imagine if it ends up being the president of Babylonia. Oh god. Not has said. Ha! Those gray birdlings really took the bait. On the other hand, Shomi exits the aircraft and deplanes on the beach. He heads in the direction of the theme park. Roland, at a vantage point, takes it all under his eye. He stretches lazily, then casually leaves the Ferris wheel and heads in Shomi's direction. Finally, our main dish. After Roland and Kamu's fight, let's see how long you can keep barking like that. Roland turns away from the incapacitated Kamu and exits, leaving only Kamu, now leaning on his greatsword, barely staying on his feet. Ah, right. Here, have a parting gift. No need to thank me. Roland stops in his tracks and turns, lifting his gun and pointing it at Kamu. He fires, but Kamu easily dodges the moment he pulled the trigger. But the shot was not meant to maim. Instead, a robust-looking chain trails from the bullet. It eats into the wall of the theme park behind Kamu. Bye-bye, bothersome boyos. Roland tugs on the chain rope and it retracts, bringing him out of Kamu's attacking range, or distance. Roland presses a remote in his arms midair. Violent explosions flare up all over the park. He caused the boom booms. Phew. After releasing the chain rope, Roland lands inside the theme park. The usual smirk is nowhere to be found on Roland's face. Anger, barely suppressed, is causing his body to tremble. The rest is in your hands, big guy. Don't mess with Kamu. He'll tear you apart. Violent tremors pulsate from the ground, but even the sound of explosions cannot drown out the screams of chaotic self-expansion let out by the infected energy center. Looks like Roland has made contact with the target. Then our prey should be arriving soon. Gabriel hides, waiting in the shadows for Shomi. Roland is here. They found out, huh? Literally. That's Kamu for you. But no matter. The Babylonians will slow him down. As long as I complete my experiment before he catches up to me, I can turn the tables. Shomi readjusts his glasses. Now, at the control room of the energy center, his hands are tapping swiftly on the screen. However, Shomi soon stills his hands. The production line should have activated right away. Damn it. The disuse must have caused a jam somewhere. This won't do. I might not make it. Allow me to apologize. I am sorry for modifying your grandfather's legacy without permission. Gabriel walks out of the shadows, appearing behind Shomi. What? It's you. Ignoring Shomi's surprise, Gabriel straightforwardly continues. Why did you come here? Shomi quickly scans his surroundings for an escape in silence. Gabriel notices, but decides to allow him to liberty. With Gabriel standing guard before the exit of the control room, Shomi has no place to run. Will you help me if I tell you? Naturally, no. It won't hurt to listen. Besides, you've already turned this place into a dead zone. This saves us one step. It is only done for ease of control and to shut out foreign parties. Yes, but the self-expanding machinery also provides us ascendants with tremendous computing power. With proper modifications, this place can become the highest output factory for machines. You are interested in machine modification, yes? We are all trying to break our limits. Me and you together with the data we can complete the experiment 60% faster. Gabriel stretches out his hand and thumps it heavily on the wall of the control room. The entire room shakes from the tremendous impact. The way you stall, weakling, is as obvious as ever. Dang. Hearing Gabriel, Shomi forces a weak smile and readjusts his glasses. Well, let's see who is the weakling. The floor of the control room crumbles. Unable to react in time, Gabriel falls to the bottom of the energy center along with the broken floor. During the descent, Gabriel sees that the only floor in front of the control panel remains intact, and Shomi is standing on that part of the floor and looking down on him. My grandfather left me this theme park. Of course there'd be secret features only I know. Well then, farewell. Gabriel flips in midair, and black wings metal unfold from his back, slowing his descent into a halt. Or slowly his descent into a halt. He hovers steadily in the air. He then swings his arm and hurls his cane up. Tsk. Tsk. No, it's more like... Gabriel's cane cuts past Shomi's cheek and nails firmly into the wall behind him. The wind from the cane cuts Shomi's artificial skin and vital fluid seeps from his wound. Looks like my peace and quiet will have to wait until they're all dealt with. Seeing Gabriel flying, Shomi quickly pivots and taps on the screen in the control room. He retrieves a light blue rectangular chip from under the screen. It's all on her now. After that, Shomi bolts out of the control room and heads for the surface. Dodging the crumbling floor tiles, Gabriel eventually reaches the control room. He lands and straightens his coat, and then leaves in pursuit of Shomi. Damn it, the explosion blocked most of the exits. Shomi checks the map of the energy center projected on his glasses. Vibrations from behind him tells him that the traps he set were not of much use. Good thing the elevator up ahead is still accessible. A quick one, Turret modules activate. Disengage the guard security locks. Go stop that monster. A horde of corrupted pour out from the corridor that Shomi just passed. They all charge in Gabriel's direction. I was under the impression Shomi was human this entire time. No, no human can survive the punishing virus. If you're an ascendant, that means you have some of the punishing in you, I believe. So, and when Shomi said he was an ascendant earlier, that kind of just cements the fact that he is machine, or he is a construct. Plus, he has red glowing eyes too, and usually, and that's usually the color for, that's the color for the punishing virus. It's red, so it kind of like shows a futile struggle. One of the corrupted launches itself at Gabriel. He dodges by shifting to the side. As the corrupted passes by, Gabriel punches it and hammers it into the wall of the corridor. Then Gabriel plucks the corrupted from the horde and crushes it into a ball. Jesus. He hurls it at the incoming corrupted, and most of them topple and collapse from the impact. After the corrupted fall, multiple machine guns emerge from the walls of the corridor. Cosmos 9735 HMG. A bullet of this caliber cannot penetrate my body. Gabriel merely marches ahead, allowing the bullets to rain down upon him. Smoke and gunfire fog up the narrow corridor. The smoke soon clears, revealing only tripods buzzing with sparks. The HMGs nowhere to be seen. Still as violent as ever. Yep. He's pretty strong, yeah. In the corridor, Gabriel stands still, looking at the escaping direction of Shomi. Everything will end here through a spectacular finale. Tossing the wrenched out machine guns aside, Gabriel exits through the corridor. He's gonna huff and he's gonna puff. Huff, puff, puff. Shomi stumbles out of the elevator quickly taps the control panel of the elevator. Elevator lockdown procedure activating. Lockdown complete. Confirming that the elevator is disabled, Shomi turns and leans on the control panel, slowly crumbling to the floor. Looking around the plaza, everything here is just like the blueprint his grandfather has shown him. The central statue of Sharkspere is playing a preset children's song on a loop. It's always the most calm, stoic-looking characters. Yeah. When you see Gabriel, when I first saw Gabriel in the game, I was like, oh, he's going to be a problem. He looks really cool, too. Let's play. Sharkspere loves gingerbread, men. Pant, pant. After a few deep breaths, Shomi finally calms down. He stands and walks toward the giant statue in the center. Looks like I made it. Next, I just have to activate the statue to buy me more time for escape. Going somewhere? An imposing female voice rings out from behind the statue. It is a familiar voice, and one that Shomi fears greatly. Small beads of sweat seep out from his synth skin. Fear instinctively dominates his body. Without a second thought, Shomi turns and bolts. Against Roland and Gabriel, Shomi would still dare dream of a reversal against all hope. But with Luna, only one thought occupies his mind. Run. Why aren't you answering Miss Luna's question? Gabriel, somehow, is already standing in the way of Shomi's escape route. Before he could even react, Gabriel takes a step forward and launches a blow at his abdomen. Shomi falls to his knees from the blow. Footsteps approach him from behind, and he knows everything's over. Everything is over. It's GG's. It's GG's for Shomi. In appreciation, or perhaps out of mere amusement, Luna stretches out a hand and gently pats Lamia's face. Miss Luna. Good work. You did well. Step back, wait for everything to end. It's your turn. No more cards in your hand? So that was the lead up to his death. Yep. Right here. Ugh. Now that you have me, all my cards are useless anyway. You should have seen this day coming. Indeed, I have. But this is all worth it to reach the truth that you hid. Hearing Shomi, Luna frowns slightly. Gabriel walks expressionlessly to Shomi and lifts his head with one hand, then slams him heavily into the ground. The ground cracks from the great impact. Shomi's frame is clearly not built to withstand such a blow. The erratic sparks speak volumes of his coming end. You lack not only self-awareness, but also fear and awe of the unknown. Luna raises her arm. Sanguine flashes skirt from her fingers to Shomi's frame. He falls, convulsing violently on the ground. Though Shomi's frame is crippled by Gabriel, he is forcibly held awake by Luna. Huff, huff, puff. I still remember. When I was young, my grandfather planted a cherry tree in the family courtyard for me. Everyone in my family praised its beauty. What are you getting at? Shomi hangs his head, gasping and struggling to squeeze words out of his mouth. Ignoring Gabriel's question, he continues. But I've never found it beautiful. All that time, I only had one thing in my mind. I want to destroy it. I wanted to see the blossoms fall, pour over the courtyard, or even me, myself, scattering into pieces. Whatever the outcome, that would be my choice. Huff, what I did is just the price to discover the truth. Oh? And what have you discovered? The essence of the Ascension Network. It's essentially a communication protocol. Power is granted through a port, but the access requirements are strict. Those who connect to it and live through the constant filtering become Ascendants. Ascendants can wield the power the Ascent brings, but they are also endlessly tormented by it, fail to endure the filtering, and they become reduced to a mindless corrupted. We all know of this already. Is this the extent of your research? Then, do you know that not all Ascendants are filtered out by the Ascent, or by you? Oh. Lullaby. Indeed, that experiment birthed the first artificial Ascendant, one that lived through the initial filtering and accessed the Ascension Network. Though the continuous filtering of the Ascent afterwards dulled his strength, causing a gap between him and the other more natural Ascendants. But he is still a true Ascendant. The Ascendant Shomi. But that experiment, if I recall. Gabriel whispers in Luna's ear. Luna nods, and Gabriel knows not to pry further. He removes his hat and holds it across his chest, then straightens to observe the Shomi before him. I've worked long and hard, and now I'm finally about to reproduce the experiment. Using this new configuration combined with this park, more Ascendants can be created, and they can all survive that accursed initial filtering with my help. You understand what an Ascendant horde entails, don't you, Luna? Shomi's face slowly twists into a smile as he speaks. Immersed in his speech, he does not realize the darkening of Luna's expression. The transformation of quantity into quality. Simple dialectical materialism. Dialectical. The mass-produced Ascendants will become the most powerful force on the earth. They will wipe out all that stands in their way. Which is why we should work together, yes? We can work together. How about it? Enough. Shomi stretches out his hands in invitation, but Luna cuts him off midway. How foolish you are. The truth you've been after never existed in the first place. Impossible. I know. I've received the gift of the network, unlike those transcendents who have the power but do not wield it. Pathetic. Luna walks up to Shomi, presses her hand against his forehead. Shomi's expression changes from fear to excitement, then to confusion, fading into disbelief in the end. As if dumbfounded, he gawks at Luna. Do you see now what that person did to you? That time. So that's what happened. I see that it all makes sense now. Everything has been a foolish dream of yours. Your experiments were castles in the sky. You've been pouring yourself into an abyss. Have you ever considered that you lived through the initial filtering, all because of this morbid obsession of yours? Luna removes her hand from Shomi's head and gives him a disdainful look. Artificial ascension. Nothing but the self-indulgence of a prancing clown. With that, Luna leaves the dying Shomi in front of the giant shark statue. She turns and shifts her gaze at the people of Babylonia in the distance. Interesting. Luna is standing alone in the entrance of the Venus Splash Park, looking at the beach. Gradually, she opens her mouth. What is it? As if on cue, Roland hops down from a nearby building. His once damaged frame seems to have been perfunctorily repaired. I feel like artificial ascension is possible if it's just a filter and it's just a piece of software. Well, apparently it's not possible, according to Luna. It was all but a fantasy. And you will be its final witness. That's why they call it Final Fantasy. Just kidding. Should we deal with the Babylonians next? I am ready always. Unnecessary. We have achieved our purpose. The Babylonian playing sleuth here is just helping us clean up. They provide a good laugh, so let them be. Let them amuse us. Very well. While the two are talking, Alpha connects in. I'm almost there. Later than expected, huh? Roland can see Alpha frowning slightly through the holographic screen. Just ran into some trouble on the way over. No matter, I'll wait for you at the beach. Sure. Luna disconnects and turns to look at Roland. Gabriel's almost finished on his end. Let's go meet him. Roger. With that, Luna leaves, heading to her agreed location with Alpha. Roland, for some reason, is standing still. Miss Luna's expression. Is it just me? She's been acting quite strange today. Oh. What's this? How did it end? The way it should. The betrayer becomes betrayed, dying in the dream that is his childhood. Shomi's end will be a good wake-up call to his like. Looks like everything's going our way. So, why don't you look happy? Huh? Luna blinks out shortly from Alpha's words. As if realizing the unusual expression she's wearing, she quickly adjusts and returns to normal. It's nothing. It's okay. Tell me when you feel like it. Yeah. Anyways, now that that's over, what next? At Alpha's question, Luna lowers her head in thought. Alpha stands by her and waits, glancing at the surrounding scenery. The sea breeze blows in the scent of summer, rustling the coconut trees on the beach. If the next step's not decided yet, why not relax a little here? Yay! A million yays! Lamia suddenly emerges from the sea and claps her hand excitedly. She claps a scant few times before freezing when she realizes Alpha's blade is on her neck. I mean, it's a filter. I doubt it would want people to know the requirements, but just my thoughts. Well, who knows? Eep. Wasn't asking you. And I've warned you, don't go invisible around me. Read the room before you pop out. Sorry, I'll be careful next time. I've heard that more than enough. Looks like you need a few broken legs, remember. Eep. Don't hurt Lamia. Lamia struggles desperately, even stealing glances at Luna and plea for help. Seeing the two, a light chirp escapes Luna's lips. A chuckle. Alpha and Lamia pause at Luna's laugh. Luna shakes her head and speaks. If you say so, sis, then let's take a rest. We'll rest all that we can before the Babylonian reinforcements arrive. The summer heat did not falter even at night. The night breeze, brought over by the sea, is a wave of turgid humidity. Unpleasant though it may be, it does nothing to damper the enthusiasm of those at the beach. The crowd from Babylonia are holding a grand celebration on the beach. In contrast, the walkway is cold and empty. She is pretty cold-hearted. Footfalls pitter and patter from one end of the walkway, infusing this desolate street with a hint of liveliness. Finally, I get to relax a little. Finally? I don't see any difference from your usual self. At least there's no missions or work stuff. Mentally, I get to relax. But there'll be work after this break. No, cruel world. Despair. Is your emotion module working fine? Lamia's stats are normal. Why can't we be like the people in the poster over there, relaxing on the beach in our swimsuits with snacks in our hands? Doing nothing? Thinking about nothing? No despair? No nothing. Why are you staring at us? Lamia goes from gabbling to silence, staring at Luna and Alpha. I'm imagining you both on the beach in swimsuits. The thought itself scares me, so forget it. Come to think of it, even swimsuits are meaningless for us. I guess swimsuits are only designed for cute little humans. Should we set off some fireworks? I mean, there's no point, but yes. Alpha interrupts the Lamia, radiating with negativity, by thrusting her a bundle of fireworks she found somewhere. Lamia receives the fireworks, raising them like a flag as she slithers toward the beach. Let's go have a look at that store over there. Did you see something you want? Yeah. Alpha nods and brings Luna to one of the stores along the pedestrian walkway. The inside of the shop is a practical shark spear paradise. Shark spear plushies, shark spear ads, and more. A big sign hanging in front of the store counter reads, "Opening sale, 70% off." Do you think they would find it weird to look at their own code, since it's like looking into your own brain? Probably. Well, I don't know. Probably. Well, probably. But looks like a place that sells shark souvenirs. Not just sharks. Look at this. As Alpha speaks, she filches out a mini frog plushie from behind a pile of shark spear plushies and hands it to Luna. Hard thought, indeed. Why is this everywhere? Not a bad thing, though. Well, since you're giving me a souvenir, I'll pick something for you, too. It's okay. Alright. How's this? Nothing. It's just a piece of clothing. I think it looks nice on you. As long as you like it. Sis, if we can return to being constructs, what would you do? Same thing right now. Whatever happens, I will still be by your side. That's all. Sorry, the tan lines drive me crazy. It looks really good on her. Besides, there's no what ifs in this world. That's such a complete 180 to her like normal outfit. Alpha replies to Luna's sudden question without much thought, but it draws out a long silence from Luna. Alpha stops on her tracks when she realizes Luna is behind, staring at her with a stern expression. On a robot is crazy. It is synthetic skin, so it would be akin to that of human skin. So yes, it would, it would react the same way as if you were like getting a tan under the sun. What if there are? You mean Shomi's research? Shomi's research? Yeah. Shomi only saw one side of his research, but there is another side that no one's noticed. At the end of that other side lies the true origin. A gust of sea breeze washes over. The stifling heat seems to be dying down. The night is now carrying a hint of chilling cold instead. Luna raises her head, to look at the Alpha beside her and speaks. I'm a little tired, sis. Let's go sit over there. Holding Luna's hand, Alpha sits down on a bench next to the pedestrian walkway with Luna. Luna leans her head on Alpha's shoulder and closes her eyes. Strange sounds travel over from the beach. Looking at where it came from, Alpha discovers several corrupted on the beach, banging on musical instruments. Different skins of clothes. Preset performances. A bit too rowdy. I'll be right back. Alpha draws her weapon and zips toward the corrupted on the beach. Now we get to see the skin in action. Should have let Lamia take this pestilent horde with her. I'll get rid of them in return. This is where the sounds came from. The show's about to begin. You have the zero robots. This is a break. Let's play. I like the bunny on her head. On her hat. Yo, why? Oh, soy. Mr. White, is that you? Who's there? What? Luna? Taking a hollow. Okay, fine. Just wait till I take care of this one before me. See, now that's how you do skins in a gacha game, man. Not only does it change the effects and all that stuff, but also the animation at the end right there, that's good. Just giving you a taste of the skin so you buy it. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Sorry, must have woke you up. Finished with the skirmish, Alpha returns to the beach to find Luna long awake. Luna merely shakes her head at Alpha's apology. It's okay. What's the matter? You're staring at me. Nothing. It really fits you. Yeah, the texture is nice. I think it's some famous brand from the Golden Age. The design makes swinging my sword easy. That's not what I meant by fitting you. Luna's words sent Alpha into deep thought. Then suddenly, as if in realization, she opens her mouth and continues. Well, next time, if you want pictures of me, just say so. You don't have to take them secretly. That won't be the same, I guess. Well, it's late. Let's go back. Luna rises from the bench and puts a jacket on Alpha, then turns and saunters through the road they came from. Sure. Alpha nods and steps in and falls in step with Luna after accepting her jacket. After Luna and Alpha left, a figure emerges from the shadows of the walkway. He gazes in the direction of the two and falls into deep thought. Interesting. Another interlude opened. Oh, I've done these two interludes before, though. Taking a picture secretly is better. There you go. Yeah, the interludes that got unlocked have already been unlocked. Like, I already finished them. Let's see. Yeah, I got that one done. I got that one done. And I got Kamu's done. There's Chung Yu that's open, but I want to go through his little extra story first. Which is like... where is it? Right here. Still not enough for the weapon. I need a drink of water, hang on. Whew. That took a while to go through. Just the rest of Grand Blue and the hidden story for it, that took a while. 3 hours. Without any breaks at all. Took a long time. Oh god. Some chapters are long. Yeah, they're pretty lengthy. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I actually do enjoy some reading. I actually do. And the story in this game, whether it's the main story or side story or whatever, it is interesting. It is really interesting stuff. I personally like it. And even if it's the story that you don't really enjoy in this game, there is a skip button to skip the dialogue and shit. So unlike other gacha games that don't have a skip button, so it makes it absolutely miserable, especially when the story isn't as interesting. When you reach the peak, it will be hype. Well, for main story, I haven't. It's Fake Ascension that's next for me, and I can already feel it going up from here. How far off are we from that? I think it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Yes, good move by Kuro. Put a skip button. Yeah, because if you don't want to go through the reading, or if you don't care for the story, or if the story doesn't like interest you at all, you can always skip. But yeah, so far, ever since like chapter 10 for me, it's been getting more and more interesting. Fake Ascension is cool. It looks interesting. It's definitely different compared to the other chapters. There's a lot in this. There's a lot to this. Chapter 13 would take a long... I think it looks like it's going to take a long time to get through. Like, if my PGR streams are on average between, like, 3 hours to 5 hours, and I would spend, like, 5 hours just doing this, I feel like it would take a total of, like, 2 or 3 Fake Ascension streams for this to finish. Because it looks really long. And then there's, like, chapter 14. Last Spark. I remember playing Last Spark when it came out on patch release. I don't remember the story too much, though. I do remember playing as Vera Garnet against Lamia, though. When this one got released, I didn't play it. But this was when Roland became playable, right? This one was when Live Imperia came out. I didn't play this one. Have you gotten Lamia yet? Yep. I got her in my last stream for PGR. And I did say that when I would get her, I would get the skin too. So, surviving Lucimus Peak, I heard that was really good, but also I heard that it was going to be really depressing. So when that day comes for me, I don't know if I'll be prepared, but we'll see. Congrats. Thank you, thank you. I really like this skin. It looks so good on her. I just don't have the XP to... Oh, actually, no, I do. Right? No, I don't. Nobody's prepared. Level 73 is crazy already. It's already crazy. That's because I had a bunch of leftover EXP still. It takes quite a bit to level them up. Can you add me on PGR? I make it a thing to not just randomly add people, especially like people who come to watch my streams and stuff. Usually I just reserve like friends list for people in my own friend group and stuff. I'm afraid I'm afraid I'm gonna have to like decline that. Sorry, McLoves. I'm too much of a hoarder in games. I keep everything in case I need it later. Sometimes I do that too, but when it comes to gadget games can be pretty grindy, especially when you're getting new characters that you want and want to build. No problem? Yeah. Thanks for understanding. Random, I don't mind adding like when people send me a friend request, I just randomly accept it because why the fuck not, right? But if it's like a stream thing, then it's like no. Like if I were to give another example, like I play Final Fantasy 14 like every day and stuff. So if someone who if I were to stream that and another person that plays the game was like, "Can I add you?" I'm gonna be like, "No, I'm not gonna accept it." You know? I only play with friends. Yeah. Usually, it's always the case where with video games, it's always fun with friends. It was Vera, my first SSS. I understand the reason. Yeah. I wish I had like even the 5-star weapon for her. Don't worry, she'll be strong soon enough. Soon she'll be as strong as my alpha, as my Crimson Weave alpha. What's new over here? Is there anything new from here or no? You can get the 5-star. Yeah, I know I can get the 5-star, but I don't think I have... Oh, look at that. They gave us weapon tickets. Weapon banner, I find it easier. It is easy with the weapon banner. I'm 4 out of 30 pulls with this pity, so I'm trying to build up the black cards to get the weapon here. The 6-star weapon, I mean. If I wanted the 5-star one, I'd have to go into the shop and trade for it. Can you upgrade from an S to SS or just Lucky Bull? You can upgrade. You can upgrade. Like, there's 2 types of rarities in the game. There's A rank and then S rank. So A ranks are the equivalent to like 4 stars, while S ranks are the equivalent to 5 stars. Like in the case of like, say, Genshin Impact as a comparison. But you can upgrade them. See, like, I got one Shi recently, and he's rank A, but you can evolve him into like a higher rank. You can evolve him to SSS plus. And of course, when you do upgrade them to SSS plus, they're just stronger. They just get stronger. Phantom pain cage, yeah, which is right here. You do this, and you get the materials to trade in for these character shards, and you use these shards as a way to help upgrade their ranks. Like, I'm about to buy a Crimson Weave one right here. And look at that. I can upgrade it. Not to, like, SSS, but just to another phase of SS. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of shards. It takes quite a bit of shards. So if you're someone who really wants to get a character to SSS plus, if you want to spend money, it's a lot of pulls you got to be doing. Or if you're free to play, for the most part, you'd have to be pretty patient, and also do Phantom Pain Cage. Before I was really like trying to get Vera here. Right now Vera is my highest ranking one with triple S. Oh, she's 3 phases away from SSS plus. But yeah, every time you go up in rank, the required shards to upgrade increase even more. So for Vera, I need like a total of 18 for the next phase, while for someone like Alpha over here, for her next phase, it would require a total of 9. So it just upgrades over time, or increases over time. Yeah, Vera is good. She's a good healer. She's a pretty good hero. I like her. I should probably get her a leap, huh? She has a leap, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. When she's at the guild event. I should try her in guild event then. Guys, I haven't tried her in guild event. How many wafers do you need for her leap? Because I don't know anything about the whole leap thing. I know it's a way to upgrade, to make them like stronger. It gives them another move and stuff. I just don't know. Oh, is this it? No, that's not it. That's Ultima. Yeah, this whole leap thing. Well, where is it? Leap shop. And these leap wafers. Because I heard that character leaps right here can make characters like stronger, like give them like an extra move or something, if I'm understanding it correctly. Some improvements in movement damage. Oh, I see. Is there a certain amount you need for it, or? Because I can trade in for a lot. I can trade in for 211 for Vera if I wanted to. I don't know where to go for that. Do I go to train? Oh, leap skills. Oh, here we are. Yeah, leap skills right here. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, like extra stuff to their kit. It's cool. All orbs are converted to darkness orbs. Wow. I'm running low on my skill points. Damn it. Her skill core looks really cool in this leap. Signature, this is base damage. The pick, yeah, the darkness orb sounds really interesting. I want to see that too. God, the music in this game is so good. Wraith is really good. Wasn't this the song that was playing earlier? It's cute. I think you can see. Let's see. Celica's glass? Oh, leap trial. Oh shit. I haven't done this stuff. Okay, hang on. Let me get the 10 BC here real quick. Let me just get this. Press hold attack to trigger core attack. Oh right, you gotta fill up the bar. This, that's our core. Yeah. There you go. I'm reminded every time I play her. I am reminded as to why I like her so much. All right, let's see her leap. Ooh, got Luna here. Got Luna. Okay. Enhance her blue orbs with scorching peril. Ping. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. After Rosen is switched out, she'll continue to cast core attacks inside Night Field, Dark Field. Ow. AoE lifesteal. Yeah, not like an AoE lifesteal, but like as long as you're inside, when you're in, like in the circle, you just heal. I don't think it's a lifesteal thing. Oh shit. Cool. That's pretty cool. A bunch of other characters have leap as well, huh? Noctis. A lot of characters. Uniframes, collab frames. When are we gonna get more collab? Oh wait, no, never mind. BlackRock Shooter's coming next. I was just gonna say, when are we gonna get another collab for global? I just remembered about BlackRock Shooter. That's coming up. That's gonna be cool. It's close. BlackRock Shooter, yeah. It's in I can't remember the origin story for it. I just know that there's an anime for it. BlackRock Shooter is a very cool and interesting anime to watch. Yeah. It has a lot to do with like people's mental states and stuff, where it kind of like if like it features the mental state of a few girls and like they're like in school and stuff, but like very like in a more um I don't know how to explain it. How do I explain it? It's it's a very interesting series. It's a very interesting anime is all I can say. And violent. It's got a lot of action and it's a, pretty violent. I remember one night I was watching like all the fight scenes from the anime and stuff. And while I was watching all the fight scenes, I was lying down in bed watching it and I was thinking to myself, "Man, this stuff was really violent." Thinking about watching, it's good. It's really interesting. It's basically their mental state, the mental state of various characters in the anime, but like reflected in a sort of like very fantastical, action paced world. I don't know how else I can explain it. It's as if they had their own inner world, kind of thing. I don't know how better to explain it, but it's very interesting, and I do recommend it. It's very cool. So many characters. Alyssa. Huh? How many of Alyssa shards do I have? I have 27 shards. Honestly, I haven't watched a single anime in a good long while. I mostly read web novels, light novels, or manga of them. In short, they're on a mushroom vibe. Need to sleep until next time. All right, thanks for coming by, Micheloves. Have a good night's sleep. Thank you for coming by, man. Also, a gaming watch. I haven't watched a whole lot of anime either. I think the most recent thing I watched was like, I mean, if you want to count Panini Great Raven, but the one I watched recently would be Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War. But that's kind of about it. I guess Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Those two animes I've watched as the most like recent stuff. So I haven't watched a whole lot of anime either. Nowadays I kind of just play like anime games, anime RPGs and stuff. What was I gonna do here? Oh, darn. No, not this. Dispatch. Last one I watched was Pupa. Pupa. I feel like I've heard of that before, but I can't recall. It gets me 11. So only 38. Is there anything here I can exchange for? Shards, wafers. Uniframe crystals. Doom, doom. Ah, this song is so good. Where is Lamia's weapon? Oh, is this it? The brother and sister, and the sister and you see humans and the brothers immortals, something like that. Oh shit. That sounds dark. I've heard of the title, just never watched it myself. Interesting. Alright. If there's ever a time you feel like watching Black Rock Shooter, I definitely do recommend it. It's pretty good. Tons of action. And again, I really wish there wasn't. I wish there was an anime for this game. I think it would be really good. It'd be really cool. Alrighty. I need more EXP. I'm not going to be able to get a lot out of this. Lord of the Mysteries. Maybe. Oh, whoops, not multi-challenge. What's the maximum I could go for? 9? 270. Lord of the Mysteries. One thing I have been reading, well, I think the last thing I was reading, aside from this, was like Bleach Can't Fear Your Own World novels. And I've been enjoying that. World building is honestly really good. Kind of confusing at the start. Interesting. I don't know what she's saying, but yes, I agree. I still need just a bit more EXP. I can awaken though. You learn as much as the MC learns. Oh, that's cool. I see. So it's kind of like actually putting yourself in their like perspective. That's cool. I can enhance too. Not enough. Yeah, it kind of turns are unknown to you at first, but they slowly start to connect to concepts and ideas. Okay. That's usually the case with most, like, story games, huh? Alrighty. Cool. I think that's good enough for me. This entire stream was just finishing up Grand Blue, which I don't mind. These are pretty lengthy. I guess the next one is gonna be Fern Knight. Oh, this one's just, oh my god, this one's just as long, if not longer. It's 36 at completion progress compared to this one that had 30. Oh god. It's a lot of reading. And the first real stop right here is main stage hidden story 14.8. So really it's by the time, so really I had to finish, I would want to finish Echo Aria and then go back to the main. Well, I don't know. Because Echo Aria involves Selena. We only know a little bit about her from Fallen Star. Well, in any case, that'll do it for me for tonight. Looking like Niflheim with all that ice? True. That'll do it for me for tonight. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for chatting with me. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. Take care, stay safe, drink plenty of water, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. That's the second PGR stream now, so the next 2 streams are going to be Divinity. So yeah, have a good day or night too. For me, it's night. For me, it's night. Thanks for coming by, Game Watch. Right. Tomorrow will be Divinity: The Original Sin 2, as well as the day after. So the next 2 days will be Divinity streams. So if you want to come on by and say hi, you can do so. If not, that's also okay too. Alright. Again, thank you for watching. And again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye. And now you get to enjoy the rest of this song, which is really good.